Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly Dungeon Master this evening. Tonight, we are carrying on with our ongoing pickup game, playing Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. I realize my camera is backwards, so I apologize if that's hard to read. Playing through the, let's see here, the house-made or house-created, fan-created Warcraft 5th edition content. So, with me tonight are the stars of the pickup campaign. The Long Walk to Westfall is what I've started calling it. And those are, let's see here, first up we've got Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and tonight I'm going to be playing Day1 the Last Walker, who is a level 4 Mistwalker monk, and he is a Pandaren.
Very nice. And next up is Jason Hobbs.
Hello, musers. I am playing an orc, Sovash, Skull Striker.
Nice.
I am a shaman, an elemental shaman of the 3.4 level.
Nice. Are you guys only third
or 4.4? 4.4. I lied.
Okay. Yes, I thought I had you guys at 4. So, guys, for those listening home as well, too, we have, like in the early stages of our other campaigns, too, we've been talking about different house rules we've been playing with and different rules we want to try out. So tonight you may see us playing with some different rules than we played with last time. But in terms of the events of last session, guys, what happened last time?
I believe it all started with us running away from a reawakened Hogger.
Yes.
And then Dave struck with a weather roll. We hid out in a cave that eventually led us to some battle with some kobolds. The Mole Patrol, the Commandant, the Caster, and Rockmaw. We took on all comers.
Mm-hmm.
And
barely
defeated them all.
Indeed. Let's actually move you over to
one more time. R.I.P. Slag.
Yes. Poor Slag. I mean, he went out living on top of the world, though, so.
Yep.
What's that?
Finally got to be a Mole Patrol rider.
Exactly. So what happened after I brought you guys back to the cavern where you freed Rockmaw? What happened after you guys defeated Rockmaw and the wizard? Where is this him here? Yeah, this little guy.
I think we've made fun of having to save Dave's character.
Yes.
Other than that, I don't.
Oh, this was the one.
Was Rockmaw crying?
Rockmaw was crying out.
Crying one? Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I thought so, but I wasn't positive.
Now that you freed him and
he took off.
Yeah, and you got the what do you call it? That gold or that strange colored ingot out of its teeth. This was Rockmaw here. Then, guys, we left you with you freed Valania, and what you found, if you guys are sort of living hand to mouth at this point. If you rooted around, is you found a couple of things that will be a benefit for you. For one, you found in the cache of supplies that the Kobold Commandant had, you've secured 4 healing potions. And healing potions in 5e work just like they do in the others. It's 2d4 plus 2, and we'll house rule it and say you can sip it. There's less need to sip in this one, but if you do want to just heal a scooch as opposed to using a full healing potion, I'll let you sip. You also found a strange colored, bless you, bless you again, a strange colored gem. Another very similar to that that ingot that the Commandant had lodged in Rockmaw's kind of jaws or teeth. And Sovash, there's something unusual about this. There's just something. It's as if something is calling to you within it.
Can I speak to it in Kalimag? We also got a blessing of Rockmaw. Thanks for reminding me of that.
You did, yeah.
Clayton Crawford.
Yeah. And what you let's see here. Why don't you give us a nature check, please? Let's see how you do. Holy smokes. So it seems as if there is some kind of elemental creature that has been bound within this stone. And what it tells you, it whispers to you in that, gravelly voice in Kalimag, that it will grant you one task if you will free it. And the way that you would free it is by smashing it against the ground.
Does Day One notice this or just Sovash?
I think Day One, you see him talking to the stone, probably.
That was an accident.
Okay, no problem. I think you probably see that what he's doing as he's talking to it. You don't have any training in nature, right? Or Arcana?
No Arcana, no nature. Nope.
Okay. Valania probably does see it. And I'm trying to think what she's got. Prep. What, you don't happen to have Identify as a spell, do you, Sovash?
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
I do have Arcana.
You have Arcana. Well, I mean, you've already figured out sort of what's going on with this. What I'm wondering is whether Valania or Day One would likewise would notice what's going on. I think what Sovash would be able to interpret from this is basically what the kobold did is bind an elemental into here. And elementals in World of Warcraft have a very specific kind of look to them. There's a specific kind of like binding chains on their wrists that appear to lock them into the material world. What this thing will do is it will basically stay with you for a scene and fight with you. This is effectively a gem or an elemental gem. If you smash this, an earth elemental will appear and fight with you for a scene, but once it is done, it is gone.
Okay, so I think at first I was like, is it some kind of trick? But I am an elementalist speaking Kalimag, so it seems like I'm used to involving myself with the elements. So it doesn't seem that unusual. And in fact, I think it might almost be antithesis of Sovash to not free it. It should be able to.
You know, the one thing you do know is that these things have a very strange sense of time. So whether you free it today or whether you free it 100 years from now, it may not really know the difference.
Okay.
So you needn't feel bad about keeping it imprisoned for a length of time. What it's most impressed with is that you are freeing it. It seems to have been used to do all sorts of other nasty things.
Do I know what it can do?
If you try and force it, potentially. I mean, like that's likely how the kobold managed to enslave Rockmaw.
Yeah, I probably won't do that.
Probably.
And now, have we already found the potions?
You have, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Day One immediately drinks one of them.
Well, one thing is, do you have any hit dice left?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you could do that. I mean, you guys, with the kobolds dispersed, I'm assuming it takes more than 5 minutes for Sovash. Just remember, our short rests for this game are only going to be 5 minutes.
Yeah. I know, but he's also been hungry, and he's very injured, and he's received this potion, and he's just thinking, you know what? I'm going to drink one.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
They're 2d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2, yep.
He just starts slipping it down.
Yep.
Yeah. He's just
Day One, Sovash says, looking up.
Ooh, nicely done.
I could aid you if you wish. Do you quench your thirst on these healing potions?
A little, yes.
Very well.
I'll just rest.
Yeah, now I'll take the rest.
So I was trying to figure out what
Is there,
tracks
yeah,
we were
here,
playing
this
last
button.
time.
Oh.
That one sounded like a.
Oh my! It's like a countdown to our deaths.
This is like you, Day One. You're like, this is you. This is what you do on Roll20 with this character. You just roll terrible.
You were having a rough time of it last time.
One potion was as good as 3 of my freaking hit dice.
Yeah.
You were thirsty.
No, those were the first one was a potion. The rest was.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now maybe we can find some real grub. These kobolds must have been eating something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Was that an elemental joke, Pandaren? We're underground grubs? Ha ha.
I really hope they're not eating grubs.
That's an interesting one. We haven't used it yet. Okay. So, the other things you find down here are... let's see here, guys. Some loot as well, too. The kobolds did manage to collect a fair amount of stuff down here. Would you... Where is it here? Yeah, I should have done is written down stuff instead of just said, I'll remember it. Not smart.
I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah. And,
and then leaf through things, trying to remember and roll and make them up. And,
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay, so somebody give me a 2d6 roll, please. All right, so you
7.
found 70 gold pieces here. Jeff, would you give me a 3d6 roll, please? Nice. You found 1,000 silver pieces down here. I think those are probably in ingots. And then, do we want to roll copper, or will you guys leave the copper behind?
I think we'll leave it.
Okay. So I give you some gold to start with, and... Where is it? Here we go. All right. You also find...
Elena, did you see them eating? What do the kobolds eat?
She says, oh yeah, she will point you in that direction. You can actually find a storehouse, guys, and you can get basically as much as you want to carry. Remember that, like, the food here will spoil after a week anyways, but you could get a week's worth of rations, which is like 21 meals.
Beautiful.
It is kobold food, though. So
I think with the way we've been eating in the woods, some berries and nuts and junk,
yep.
I'll take it.
All right.
You wound me.
All right. Now, you also find... what was it? What was it? You know what? Why don't we have you guys each roll for something? Let's see. Let's see. Guys, would you... let me see here. Would you guys give me a D4 roll, please?
Yeah, beat a 1.
Okay. And Jeffrey?
Oh, we're both doing it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Nice. Okay, so Let's have each of you guys now kindly give us a percentile roll, please. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, interesting. And so you find another potion, and I can't remember how you identify potions in 5e, but we'll say it's the same way as just sipping, if you choose to brave that. And what the potion is, guys, assuming that you will you? I mean, you've already thrown one of the healing potions down your cross, so I'm assuming you're not bashful for sipping this one.
No. If it looks important, yeah.
So, when you drink this one, you can cast the Animal Friendship spell for 1 hour at will. And when you agitate the muddy liquid, it brings into view a fish scale, a hummingbird tongue, a cat claw, and squirrel hair. So, enjoy drinking that. The other thing you find...
This is for you. He passes it to Sovash.
Sounds delicious. It takes a shaman's tongue to appreciate. A dwarf or an orc's palate.
Oh, this is interesting. So this one he's got, it looks like it is, it was likely crafted by some other older, civilization. It's got a look maybe dwarven, but even a little off from that. But it is a ceramic jug that appears to hold about a gallon of liquid. And you can hear sloshing from within the jug. You look inside, and there's a little bit of liquid in there. What you find, I think so much you've able to pick up the what do you call it? The magical resonance of this thing. I'm going to assume that Valania has identified, just because I'd rather you guys know what these things do.
Alrighty.
What this one does, guys, this is an alchemy jug. So you can use an action to name one liquid.
I know what this does.
Yeah. Acid, basic poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar.
Yeah, based on the volume, based on what you choose, it's how much you get. You get like 20 gallons of water. And
correct. Yep.
A few gallons of beer, and like a gallon of wine.
Yeah, and you can only produce the liquid, like a liquid, once per day.
Yeah.
I just see day one.
Soup. Stew.
No, day one is Pandaren.
No, day one says beer, and he shows them how.
Yes. You uncork it. You got beer inside. It has 4 gallons of beer.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Hey, liquid bread. Liquid bread, my friend.
And I think what I'll let you guys do as well is, if you'd like to upgrade one of your weapons. So in the comprehensive equipment manual, there's some neat rules for masterwork weapons. And masterwork weapons in 5e are tricky to model because the bonuses just get... It fucks with the math so badly, you can't have a +1 to hit or +1 to damage. More so +1 to hit. But instead what it does is you get to pick a different quality and add that onto your thing. So you know, like, there's like finesse or whatever. So yeah, and they've added some extra ones in there too. So if you guys... I mean, day one, you don't wear armor, but you guys could upgrade armor, or you could upgrade your weapon. And I'll let you pick one weapon. I'll tell you what the options are here. So, for armor, the options are absorbent, efficient, enclosed, layered, lightweight, quick escape, or reinforced. So reinforced, I'll tell you what those are very quickly backwards. Reinforced means it just takes less damage. Quick escape means it's easy, like there's clips to throw and toss the armor off if need be. Lightweight is just, I think it counts as a lighter...
one step lighter?
Yeah, so that because your movement rate is determined by your armor in this, right?
By like the... Yeah.
Yeah, your armor you're wearing, yeah. Okay. And. Yeah, I'll tell you. I actually have all the armor properties here. Yeah, it's considered light or medium armor reduces its weight by 4 pounds and removes the disadvantage to dexterity. If any heavy armor reduces its weight by 10 pounds, removes the strength requirement. So you still have the other stuff that the penalties that go with it. Just you lose some of the penalties. Let's see here. Lightweight, layered means. Oh, it's a counter to a different quality called cruel. It prevents them from piercing through that. Enclosed reduces the chance of you getting hit by a splash attack. Efficient halves the normal donning or doffing time. And absorbent means... Oh, it reduces the chance of getting poisoned. Because it cuts or wipes off the blades as they go in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's what you can get for the armor. And I think at some of those day one, if you wanted to get them for your robes, I'm fine with them getting that quality. I mean, obviously some will not apply, but the weapon options for, I'm assuming because you guys are both melee, we'll tell you what those are. So the first one is Deadly, which... You can reroll, if your damage dice comes up a 1, you can reroll one of them. Defensive, which gives you a +1 to your armor class. If you use your reaction to counter that. So you can give a reaction to give +1 to an AC versus 1 attack. Disarming gives you a +1 to the opposed roll when you are trying to disarm someone. It's +2 if it's a two-handed weapon. The Fine... doubles the weapon's hardness and its hit points. High Critical is saying hi to a guy named Critical. No.
I like Critical.
Yeah.
He's friendly.
He's a lovely guy. Doesn't visit our AD&D games all that much, but, makes up for it in the Ash games. If the D20 roll is a 20, your critical hit inflicts significant damage. You can reroll one. Sorry, you don't reroll. Your ones are treated as 2s for damage rolls on criticals. And last one is Tripping, which means it just throws you into a hallucinogenic haze. No, I'm wrong. It gives you +1 bonus on your strength athletics check for shoving a creature if you're attempting to knock it prone. But +2 if it's a two-handed weapon. So, those options for your weapons, guys, are again Deadly, Defensive, Disarming, Fine, High Critical, or Tripping. So, armor or weapon do you want to upgrade?
I'll upgrade my armor.
Which one do you want
Make
to
it lighter. Lighter to get rid of the disadvantage against dexterity. My
Nice.
dexterity is bad as it is.
Yep. Okay. And day one?
Well, if you're okay with it, maybe what Day One found is because the kobolds are living in this, dank cave, he found some padding or something to increase his robes so that they are absorbent.
Yeah, love it. The absorbent robes. Sounds like an adult diaper.
Totally.
Awesome.
Day One doesn't mention that to Sovash, but he's kind of thinking with a new alchemist jug that gives him 4 liters of beer per day, he might need a little absorbency in his robes.
Absolutely.
Are you trying to say so you don't have to go anywhere to pee? You can just...
No, just, he might be a little drunk sometimes, and so, something might dribble out. It's not a full-on bathroom break, but,
So, the other thing you may remember from last session, guys, you did come across a human girl who Day One chased off. She was terrified of the orc when you rolled a nat 1 on your persuade check.
That's right. I forgot about her.
So she ran off elsewhere into the kobold caves. But what do you guys... Is there anything you guys wish to do down here? Or anything further you wish to do down here? Everyone's looks like they spent some hit dice. You also... All of your stuff that refreshes on a short rest, all of that is back as well. What are you thinking, guys?
Get out of this cave. That's what Day One's thinking.
Yep.
Yeah, we might as well see if Hogger and his boys are still after us.
Okay. So, guys, let's talk about what we're going to do with moving overland. So, one of the things that has changed since last time is that I have finally finished up my map. So, I've got a map for the for Westfall where you guys will be adventuring. Let's bring us over to said map and talk about what the rules are going to be. So, you're going to have to go all the way to your right, guys. Whoop. There we go. All right, and hold on, I'll ping. There you go. Now, do you guys have control over this?
Oh,
Yes.
we're in the top corner.
Yeah. So what I've done with the map is, as you see, you can measure miles distance with your characters. So that tracks correctly. And then what I'm also going to do, now that we've seen this as the kind of the clear version, let me quickly switch over to our... Come on. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. There we go. Boom. To the hex version. So, this doesn't snap to hex. These are hexes that I painstakingly added onto the stupid map. But what... I'll just leave the labels... well, hold on. Actually, let me do this, because you guys want to plan right now. So one of the things, for those listening at home, one of the things we talked about was whether it would be better to have, like line of sight kind of obscured for the characters and have them going around and discovering it. And the thing is that Hobbs' character has an ability that he knows. His background gives him knowledge of where he's been. So it really would not make sense for him to have to work off of the map and then punish it. I also think this gives you guys the option of planning your movements a little better. So where you are supposed to get to is a place near the Molson Farms. So you guys have almost 300 miles to cover of distance, yeah.
That's a long ways.
It is a lot, but the thing is, each of these hexes is 4 squares. And on roads, you guys are actually going to be able to travel 6 hexes a day. So it may, so like it may seem like an awful long distance, but you guys will be able to make your way around fairly quickly. Through undergrowth, that's gonna be a little slower. Like through the woods is a little slower, and there's always a chance of getting lost. Every time you get into a new hex, we roll for random encounters. So we're not going to do it by day. We're just going to do it by every hex that you go into. And then when you have an encounter, the chances of having another encounter will go down. So the chance, if you've had an encounter during that day, the chances of having another one is going to be a little lower. There's also a chance when you guys overnight, it's a much lower chance. Like 5th edition has that suggested range of like 16 to 20 for high populated areas, 18 to 20 for like moderate, and then a nat 20 only for low population areas. What you're going to find is if you guys are going to do like your foraging and stuff like that, or setting up anything that you would do in wilderness survival that will put you outside of that first hour of setting up your camp, that gives a chance for a random encounter too. And then what happens is the chance of a random encounter increases for each hour that you spend doing that, but the chance of finding stuff also goes down, or the difficulty number. So hopefully it'll feel like an intuitive kind of risk reward thing. But where I'm picturing you guys are right now is, so you've been making your way towards Westfall. You've been keeping relatively close to the river because it's proven a fairly good navigation or a point of reference for navigation. But what are you guys thinking? What I can tell you, or at least that Sovash, you would know, right over here, this is an outpost, a military outpost for Stormwatch. Or not Stormwatch, for Stormwind. They regularly send patrols up and down and around this area because Westfall is full of all sorts of nasty stuff like gnolls and murlocs and the Defias Brotherhood bandits. So it is fairly occupied. The Elwynn Forest is also, as you've encountered, full of those things as well. But it is a fairly heavily fortified outpost.
Where is the city we escaped from?
It would be up to the north.
Like roughly. I know it's like
way to the north.
slightly off the map.
Yeah. It would be about whatever. Let me see. It's about, the map is probably approximately the same size as this one. So,
okay.
Yeah. So it would probably be. Let's see here. Oh, come on. Let's see. Yeah, 200 miles or so.
Oh, okay. So we've come south quite a ways already.
Yeah.
That's all I'm just trying to get in my head is about how far we've already traveled.
Yeah. And what you know, so Sovash, you can see down to the south there is a region called Duskwood. You are familiar with Duskwood because that is the region through which you traveled when you came from Horde Lands. You originally landed here in a region in the Stranglethorn Vale, which is to the south of Westfall. You apparently can take a boat to get there, but the longshore is almost completely under the control of the Alliance. So it's dangerous for orcs to be traveling up and down those shores. Duskwood, however, it's sort of where it isn't full of superstitious and very aggressive Alliance people, humans and dwarves and gnomes. It's full of awful undead, deadly spiders, ravenous wolves. So it was not it was a no small task for you to get here, but just, I guess you have an element of wanderlust to you. So, and the only safe way to navigate Duskwood is along the road, which you'd be entering pretty far to the south there, right? So, guys, what are you thinking?
Is this river flowing to the north or to the south?
I think it flows to the south. Because I think it starts way back in the Red Ridge Mountains.
I think we should make a boat. Travel down to the road at least.
Do you have the skills to make a boat, Sovash? I could push some trees over.
That'd be survival in nature? Or I don't even know what it
that would be a tool. Yeah.
Then no.
I mean, with survival, you might be able to put together a crude raft or something like that, but it's not going to perform terribly well in bad weather, nor would it have a great degree of maneuverability. But I think that with your training, you could lash together something that would get you on the river and move you faster.
Yeah,
let's do it then.
I like it.
Okay.
Whitewater rafting.
So this was relatively early in the day that you guys made your way to what do you call it? Do you want me to bring your tokens over here to manipulate for like healing potions or hit points and shit like that? Or
probably should.
Yeah. Okay. Hold up.
Sure.
Let me grab you. Go.
The map is so big it does not respond great.
No, it moves very slowly. Fortunately, we won't need to move around a whole lot once you get it sized to a certain place. Okay, there you go. And if you guys need to plan things out, you do have a handout too. What I might do is
Oh, right.
Yeah, no, actually I won't. So I'll do another one, different size, but this gives you plenty of... Yeah, that's lots of area around you can plan to.
We're going to need about 6 more of these maps, Kev.
I think we should go for it. Let's go for the river. We'll make a boat and we'll
because I think we're about 4 days travel at least from the road.
Okay.
Not that I know that, but I know we're a ways anyway.
Oh, and you know what you guys are doing?
And we have food now, so to stop and spend time making a raft will be easier on you, Sovash, now that you don't have to feed this.
Did you hit your belly?
Yeah, you rubbed his big belly.
Okay, hold up. Where is it?
I agree.
By the way, Day One's already eaten like about 6 kobold rations that he in the cave before he loaded up with what he could carry.
Is it like blood tubers and
Probably just gross food.
Here we go.
Day One found some kind of a sauce or something. It was,
sauce?
well, you know what I mean. Some kind of
like
peppers or something.
toe jam, maybe. I
Some
don't think
spicy crap that they had that he's been pouring on the food.
All right. So hold on here. God, I actually now get to justify a purchase that George convinced me to get. Oop, shit.
Make a boot. Yeah, I don't know. I'm playing. I'm the only USA guy playing with 2 Canadians. I don't know if it's a boat or a boot.
A boat goes on the water. A boot goes on your foot.
Bingo.
Where do you keep a spare tire?
In your trunk. We're not British.
Yeah, we're not British. We don't say Lou. We don't say.
Yeah.
Our spelling is the same as a lot of British stuff. There's a U
Yeah.
in armor.
It's the U. It's pretty much only the magic U.
Yeah.
Color.
And the pronunciation of Z.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you ever have a hard time understanding what we're saying?
Not too bad.
No.
Well, sometimes like when you got your took and you have some different words than I use normally, but because I don't know if you guys remember, but it was like a 5-minute conversation when you were trying to tell me what a took was.
Oh,
And I was like,
took.
what?
I'm like, what is he talking about?
Yeah,
Took?
I don't even know how to say it. Took. Yeah, you're telling me about your habits.
Yeah, it's a French Canadian word.
Yeah.
All right.
When you said took, I'm like, what? You don't say took?
Took.
What do you say? Took the raft down the river. I don't know.
All right, so here we go. Awesome. So I took all that time to open up the ship survival thing that George convinced me to get. And it turns out it's complete.
He's like,
there's nothing useful in
it's complete gibberish.
it's useful if you're doing an overland or over water travel thing, and like I can see the hazards thing being useful here, but like I was expecting a whole bunch of information about boats. No, it's better on my wilderness survival screen.
Uh-oh, George, he's talking shit about you.
Not
You're
at all.
here.
Not at all. The amount of stuff that George has picked up on account of my dumbass, I could see definite, like, it's got useful stuff for, like, sea voyages. It's just that, I'm expecting you guys aren't going to run into giant sharks or a storm giant in the middle of the river.
I wouldn't be surprised.
This is true. You did roll a deadly storm yesterday, so... Alright, so then, guys, let's, oh, yeah, I was going to get your overland travel stuff here. Let's see. So... Through difficult terrain.
Day One will be pushing over some dry, dying or dead trees to gather the
Well, you guys are going to
wood.
need. You're still 4 miles off from the river right now,
Oh,
so you will need to travel that as well.
I mean, do we really want dead wood?
Well, you want something you can. You don't want green wood, do you? It's.
Less absorbent, right?
I don't know.
The dead wood, yeah, more buoyant, I think. Okay, so let's see here now. Okay. Give me one more second here, guys. Just want to check one thing. For those listening at home, my apologies for watching me look up stuff again. This is the fun of running a new edition and the sandbox campaign combined, so it's all sorts of great stuff.
And asshole players that say, "Let's make a raft!" Ha ha ha
I
ha!
love it. You know what? This is. I think it serves as an example because both. I mean, I don't think you run a lot of 5e anymore, Hobbs, but I know Jeff runs quite a bit of 5e, so it's nice to learn from you guys quickly how the game works too. It's awesome playing with players who already know it, so you can just ask, "How does this work again?" Oh, okay, cool.
I didn't even know Jeff ran games.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I think
I just knew he's jivey.
everybody we play with, I think, on a regular basis runs games, which makes it pretty great for me. It's terrific playing with other DMs. Okay.
I'm way more off the cuff than Kev.
Well, you're not streaming it.
No, but I mean in general.
It's just harder because you to not have maps and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be way more off the cuff when I wasn't streaming everything pretty much that I ran.
Yeah.
But
Well, an interesting.
Still. Go
No,
ahead,
and
sorry.
everyone has their own style of running stuff too, right?
Oh yeah, I'm still pretty cuffy. Well, let's be honest, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed this, but on Sunday when we were playing Crystal Shard and the dragon showed up, and I was complaining about it in the chat, dragon or whatever. Jeff, somebody, it was Fred, I think, who in the game before when I was running my game, first of all they had fought rot grubs attack them, and then they had a save or die situation. Like, how can you be complaining about anything?
It's also you don't so much fight rock grubs as you just deal with them too. So
And everyone hates them, right? Players hate them, but
they're fucking brutal. Yeah, brutal. I look forward to using them again when we do what do you call it? Barrel maze. All right, so guys, here we go. Then let's see what happens. Oh, and you guys have 4 points of astonishing fortune to start as well. We'll load you up here so that you guys can, when I completely fuck you over, you can't complain. Then what? Did you want to rest any longer before setting out? Because you've got. I'm assuming you've spent about half of the day down in the Kobold Cave, finding things, getting resting and whatnot. That means you would have each of the squares will cost double. So you have about you could get to the river, so long as you don't get lost before nightfall. You could work on the raft for a little bit, and then
make camp and a place to create our raft.
all right. Let's see if anything interesting happens. Okay.
We're just gonna totally derail the rest of whatever Kev planned and just become raft bums.
No,
for
it's
the
great.
rest
You know,
of
it's now that we've got a map up here. I just all right. Now I can just let you guys go where you want. I don't have to come up with stories each time. It's great.
we're just going to be going up and down the river to see what happens. Oh, we can't find that farm. Let's head back up the river. All right, day one. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
All right. So, you guys make your way out and I think that we rolled the weather already, and it was fine today. So, you make your way out through the eaves of the forest, and you within about 2 hours you manage to reach. Hold on, depending on how fast you're moving. Oh, here's another thing we got to factor in. Oh my goodness, I forgot about this.
boy.
Guys. So, what you can do is you can move at your normal rate will be about 1.5 miles an hour. Doing that, you're not going to be able to stealth, and you're not going to be able to keep an eye out for survival stuff and whatnot. If you move fast, you can move 2 miles an hour, but you take a penalty to any wisdom perception scores that you make. And this is only a half day of travel, so you don't need to worry about getting exhausted for traveling that. You could also travel slowly, which means you can use stealth. That would be only 1 mile an hour. And that would allow you to use stealth. It would also allow you to try and make a survival roll there, so Vash, and pick up some supplies and stuff on the way. So what are you guys thinking? Sneaky and scrounging regular movement rate, or beat feet and try and get there as fast as you can?
I don't see any reason to beat feet, but
Yeah,
my
me neither.
stealth is so bad that won't help us.
Might as well
So
just move normally.
I think move normal, get to the river, and then we can like spend some time making a raft, getting food, looking around, setting up a little area for the next day or so, whatever it takes to make the raft.
That sounds great. All right. So you guys managed to reach the edge of the river without any without any other ill effects. You run across some animals and whatnot, but nothing else that is a problem for you. So when you reach there, that takes you about 4 hours. No, that's not true. It takes you about 2.5 hours. And you reach the river, so you still have plenty of daylight left. What would you guys like to do? Now, I guess one consideration is whether you're working right on the side of the bank, whether you want to try and find a place that's got some cover for you so you can work in privacy but still not have a long distance to drag the boat, or do you want to construct your raft well away from the shore and then bring it out and hop in the river?
I think a little ways away because animals are going to be drawn to the river, but not so far away that we have the middle one, I would say. Not on the river, not a mile away or 2 miles away from the river, but a good couple 100 yards where we can still be safe and have a
sure.
Maybe we can find somewhere where we've got sort of a downslope to the river to make it easier to drag.
Yeah.
Can you give me the wording for the masterwork armor that removes disadvantage on dex checks?
Sure.
Is that it?
Light. Hold on, actually, let me make sure. Because there was two of them that seemed quite close to each other. Lightweight. Yeah, lightweight reduces the weight by 10 pounds and removes that disadvantage. Oh, sorry, no, that's only for light or medium. What kind of armor do you have on?
Medium.
Oh,
that's
great.
The max I can wear is medium.
Okay, there you go. So 4 pounds, and it gets rid of that disadvantage. That's terrific.
Yeah. We're not really doing pounds in this game, right?
Yeah, no. Don't worry about it. I mean, you're also you got like a 16 strength or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
No kidding. We are like giant monsters hanging out in the acting like the odd couple kind of in some ways.
Yeah, I love the dynamic between you two. It's great. All right, so here. What we need then, guys, is, let's see here. I think to scrounge. I don't know, one awesome thing here is I also have the cinematic environs for the aquatic depths, which has rules for like raging rivers, rapids, waterfalls, and I think I'm hoping it'll have rules for crafting impromptu rafts, so you can do a what do you call it, castaway kind of thing, or Isle of Dawn, or not Isle of Dawn, Isle of Dread, for those who are of that lineage. There's not. Interesting. Okay. If Dave was here, you could tell me if there's crafting. Here's what I think I'll do then, guys. Let's say that it will be a to find appropriate stuff for it, and like the trees are not going to be a big problem. It's what you're going to lash it together with. Do either of you guys?
Exactly.
Right? Do either of you guys have ropes on you?
Let us check.
I doubt it.
Probably not.
Okay. So that's not
Doesn't seem like the kind of thing we
There's
would
vines and like you can peel the trees to make ropes, right?
Do you have any? Yeah, like you can absolutely, like if you find like a birch bark thing, you can kind of rip the that off and use it as a way of getting them together. So what if we first have you make a DC 10 survival check? This will tell us Depending on how well you do, it'll tell us how long it takes you to get the appropriate trees. Okay, so I think it's going to take you about 3 hours to get the appropriate amount of proper size trees that you're comfortable with. Then it's a matter of scrounging to get the stuff to make a. Now, do you have any magical abilities that'll help you here? One thing I'll refresh is that you can make use of so anything that has a ritual tag on it. You can just take 10 minutes to cast it, and it doesn't count towards your castings. I don't know whether you've got any of those, Sovash, but
I don't know if any of them are actually marked ritual.
yeah,
I
that's true.
did.
Let's see here. You may not have anything that's a ritual spell as well. Let's see here. Sovash.
Oh, I see it now. Like
Daywon says we've got something magical that helps us, and he holds up the alchemy jug. We won't be thirsty while we build this raft.
we could actually make it glue, right?
Was one of them glue?
Acid is definitely
Oil?
one of them.
Acid, oil, mayonnaise, beer, wine,
Oh,
water.
mayonnaise, that's like
salt
glue.
water. I don't remember glue.
I just wonder if it was.
Oil, acid, regular water, salt water, mayonnaise,
Yeah.
beer, and wine.
Did you know that if you mix mayonnaise, salt water,
and acid, you get
and
glue?
you get glue.
But that would take us 3 days. That would be 3 days of pouring.
A 3-day task. All right. Now, hold on. While you're working on this stuff, I'm going to make a... Okay. Then for the... why don't you do this, Sovash? Why don't you give us... I think it's going to be a survival... Let's do it as if you were trying to look for food. We'll start... Your first hour will be a DC 20 survival. And then we'll...
use some of the water from the river to water down the acid that we could then use to soften the barks and the small twigs to sort of make them more like rope so they're pliable.
Mm-hmm.
So that it could help us.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you did use it for beer today already, so...
No, today it's beer. And probably tomorrow.
I mean, there's some things that I think I could do, because I have like the produce flame spell, but then I also have elemental fury, where I could... That's a cantrip, so I could make that into lightning, acid, cold, fire, or whatever I kind of need for a situation. But I don't know exactly what those would be, because I don't really know like what we could do to make a better coating on the bottom of the wood or what. I just don't know. So
yeah. Why don't you give us a survival roll? Let's see how that goes. I'm gonna roll.
This is the scene I imagine.
Okay, so an hour's... Oh, go ahead, Jeff. What do you imagine?
Is we're sitting around in the evening talking about how we're going to make this raft, drinking our beer from our jug.
Yep.
And Daywon suggests, well, maybe we could use some of the acid to help us soften the wood. And then I picture the next morning, then Sovash wakes up and Daywon's at the campfire and he's already drinking beer out of the jug. And Sovash says, I thought we were going to use that for acid today. And Daywon, oh, right.
Nice. So I'm trying to add color to the radius there, or a little color around it to make it easier for folks to see at home. I don't know
why is mayonnaise one of the things it makes?
I don't know. Me and my friends were joking we would open a mayonnaise shop in the stall, a mayonnaise stall in the in the market.
It's kind of weird.
Alchemist jug.
I guess why not ketchup or mustard
maybe because it's eggs and oil, you can sort of live on like you could use it as sustenance, right? Because it's technically eggs and oil. You could eat it and live out of liquids that come out of there. I don't know.
Then, guys, so for that first hour is fruitless. You're not able to find anything. However, the DC will drop now, as will the chance of a random encounter rise now. So let's see here. DC will now be 15, with a chance of an encounter is also up. Go ahead and make your roll.
15 coming at you live right now. Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
easy. Nice. So you get your stuff that you need to put it together. And what do you think? It's you carefully strip some bark from a tree, or to get some roots up, or what are you thinking?
I like. You like roots? Oh, maybe some of both.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
only
certainly
find so many trees, and then we move to the other. And
yep. So your raft is not pretty, and it is unlikely to be terribly seaworthy. You know, you want to be careful you don't hit any bad weather or bad rapids, but it'll do. It'll keep you guys aloft. It will not afford you any cover, so you're going to want to maybe keep in mind that there's people who probably live and fish up and down this river, as well as probably travel it. So you may want to come up with a plan to try and hide yourself. I'm picturing this river being quite big as well, too. So this is.
It looks like it's big.
Yeah, like the way these are. You can imagine that there are probably a much smaller
tributaries.
that feed into this, like streams and brooks and whatever, creeks.
Yeah, this is like a watershed right here going through the Elwynn Forest.
Absolutely,
right?
yeah. So there's much more out there. It's just we don't. And the things are on the map as well too. I'm going to be one of the random encounters is settlements. So there will be settlements you guys will come across in the course of exploring the map that will just add on, and then that will be part of the campaign. So
my thought was I think during the time of building it, you can constantly see Sovash doing something else, and occasionally Daewon, laying on his back with a jug on his belly, will say something like, maybe you should use the mayonnaise, or I don't know, and then I'd be like, why don't you help, Daewon? I'm keeping guard.
I dug up those roots.
Yeah,
aren't you using those roots?
Okay.
He's got some roots hanging by him.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I am.
He's eating kobold meat and drinking ale from the alchemy jug.
Is that like bratwurst? What is
I don't know what they have. It's mystery meat.
Yeah. How many?
Don't ask questions. So
we had 21. 21. No, there was two of you. So there's 14 rations. No, 3 per day, 21 per week, 42 rations you guys have. I was putting in your party loot here.
Daewon's on double rations.
Yeah,
these rations aren't gonna.
Gotta keep a strength up. All right, so then, guys, so you can mark off 6 rations for the day, and then
you keep track of the party loot, and I'll do
sure
astonishing fortune.
Nice. Alrighty, so then, guys, what that evening passes uneventfully. Well, I guess the one I'll let you do is do you want to try and hop onto the river, or do you want to and try and travel at night? I mean, Sovash you can see at night quite easily, and it is still bright skies, or not bright skies, clear skies this evening. So
well, night makes some sense. Also, maybe then we'll rest during the day, and I'm kind of thinking of making like a lean-to, a brush lean-to for us to block vision to see us, and also like weather or something if we need to.
Absolutely,
that we can put on the raft,
Yep. Oh, you mean to put on the raft?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna roll one more random encounter. Okay. So yeah, you're able to collect all that stuff. You got a little Huck Finn, kind of what do you call it? Raft to make your way down river now. All right.
What shall we name our vessel, Sovash?
This is the life, Daewon. I never name anything until it becomes second level. The life of an orc is like a funnel.
Okay. What about you, Daewon? You any sense of christening this thing, or you certainly have traveled more over river or over bodies of water than what Sovash has? Actually, both of you probably have traveled equal amounts. You from Kalimdor, Sovash, and you from Pandaria, Daewon. No naming it. No naming it.
He's thinking. He'll float down the river on it and see how it feels before he
For sure.
decides.
Okay. Then let's see here.
Definitely starting off by soaking my feet in the water as we float along.
Nice. There are eels and other nasty things in the water, too.
He's well protected with that fur.
Yeah. Okay.
And he does have absorbent robes. It seems like you got a giant sponge there that's just going to drag you to the bottom.
Oh, I'm careful not to put my robes in the water. In fact, he's like probably got them bundled up and he's got them above his head like this as he gets onto the raft.
All right.
Silvash has seen a lot more of Day One than he probably ever wanted to.
So, guys, why don't you give us a percentile roll, please?
Go ahead. I've been rolling
Whoever
some
wants to be
crazy
weatherman here.
I'll do the deed.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Is that hot though? Does that mean it's hotter? No, lower.
11. Yeah, sunny day. We're sun tanning.
Sunny and clear tomorrow, so the skies.
Chewing on our straw as we float down the river. Can you make a fishing rod, Silvash? I'd love me some fresh fish.
Does anyone have fishing?
I have survival.
Oh yeah, that'll
There
be
is-
sufficient. Yeah,
There is no fishing.
No.
Yeah.
Well, it could be a tool.
yeah.
That's definitely the one thing I do in my personal 5th edition games is I flesh out the skill system. It's a little too thin for my
Interesting.
Agree. Yeah, I mean, once you reach a certain level, I don't mind as much.
I keep them in a group, like I keep them under what they would be, so you can still sort of use it. It almost becomes like survival would get you some fishing, but I let you specialize in fishing,
Yeah,
and I give out little extra skill points for it, so you'll have like a improved roll for the things you
Doubly
train your
proficient.
character. Yeah, basically, you get to add your proficiency bonus. Is usually what I do.
that's nice.
So then, as you get higher levels, you get better at that special
Don't
skill.
you already do that?
Yeah, that's what I do in my 5th edition games. And I let the characters make them whatever they want. They just have to be like one specific aspect of any given skill. They have to be trained in the base skill, so you'd have to be trained in survival to take something like fishing. But
Yeah.
I give them extra points for the sort of flavorful, deeper skills.
Interesting.
Okay, so I'm trying to check something here, guys. I don't remember how. Oh boy. What I was trying to find is in the rules for exhaustion in the cinematic wilderness ones. Bear with me a sec here. Because once I look it up, I won't need to look again. I just want to know how long you can travel before you start getting potentially exhausted. It is not readily apparent.
I think it's forever then.
Yeah, we're the Energizer Bunny.
Well, I do have relentless endurance.
You do. I do not doubt that. Let's see here. Okay. You can travel for 8 hours a day. If you each additional hour, you must make a con saving throw at the end of the hour. DC is 10 plus 1. On a failed saving throw, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion. So there we go.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Interesting to keep that. That should be on a screen somewhere.
I wonder if it's on the Wilderness Survival one and I just missed it.
I would point out that some of chat is basically saying these characters could retire now. They have an alchemy jug of infinite beer. What else does an adventurer need?
Exactly.
And Raft.
Yeah? Oh, I know. We're ready for the good life.
And you already have like a rafting hat.
Yeah. Oh, I'm ready. Like, as soon as Day One gets on the raft, you think that that's like where he spent most of his life.
Nice. Okay.
I pity the fool who tries to mess with us in our raft.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, so guys, what I'm going to need is, let's see here first, your rate of travel is going to be, with this raft, about 1 mile an hour. So I'm assuming you guys took some time to rest as well too. So what I'll do is I'll let you move 1 hex, either out onto the river or down river, before we start making checks for exhaustion. Because you guys have been up. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we should probably make camp.
Just because you've been up all day.
Well, maybe what we want to do is, now that we've tested the raft, we just want to pull out, like, float 1 square, like you said, and then pull over and make camp for the night.
Get away from our old campsite or something.
Just
Animals got no use to it.
You know what you guys do? Here's the risk reward here. I'll let you drift 1 more, because you guys could take a turn, you know, like 1 resting, 1 kind of keeping an eye on the raft. I'll let you drift. Something's going to happen right away first, but so maybe that'll affect your decision. But I will let you drift 1 more down, and then you'll make your check, so you can make a decision then as to whether you, you make the check or not. Well, hold on. Let's not put the raft before the river encounter. Let's see.
Oh, like somebody else has built a raft. It's going to be like warships. passing
Raft
the river.
race!
Yeah, raft race! Oh, that would be awesome. I'm in.
All right. Let's see here. Okay.
We would just be like, would you like to come over for some food? We've got kobold eats.
Yeah. We've got beer, kobold meat.
And then they come into light and it's a bunch of kobolds. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh. Look, we saved them from their evil master.
Well, we didn't say the meat was actually kobold.
No, it's mystery meat.
That is how I heard it, actually, because I was a bit distracted by something.
Oh, yeah. When I say kobold meat, I just mean like it's whatever mystery meat they had in their
Yep.
Which
store
was
up.
probably kobold.
Who knows? I did change our party loot to say 36 rations of questionable food.
Yep.
Well, we would know they were kobolds because they have candles on their head.
Does it taste waxy to you, Sovash?
Oh, God.
All right. Let's see here.
What is this film on the meat?
All right.
So I guess when we came out, also, I know I'm rewinding, but there was no sign of that woman.
None
who was
whatsoever.
afraid
No.
of us. Yeah, okay.
Would you have spent time looking for her in the cave?
No, not at all.
I figured as much.
If she's gone and not in sight, nah. She didn't want our help. We set her free. For all we know, she's a very tough wilderness survivor.
Most definitely. Yeah. All right, so guys, here's what happens. Is let me. Oh, I can make a raft for you guys now too. This is gonna be great, man. This game just gives and gives. Let's see here, duplicate. Okay. Let me. Thank you. Thanks to Gabriel Pickard, I'll have a quick little river set up for you guys here.
Thank you, Gabriel.
His maps are awesome. Okay.
We have created something, because everyone asks us what we use, Kevin, and now all those people are using them. So it's like all the streams look the same with Gabriel.
Yeah. Which means that they all look fucking awesome.
Right.
Yeah,
I know mine do, and I know yours do. So if they're following our leads, then most certainly wonderful looking maps.
Yeah, it's great stuff. Yes. Well, I mean, the fact that he did not need to allow everybody to license free use his maps, so I'm happy to.
Oh my.
support his stuff if I can. In whatever meager way. Boom. I'm able. Alright, here we go. Map. And we need a raft for you guys. Here we go. Raft race. Yeah, for sure I'm going to put a raft race. One of my resolutions for the year, I got to run an underwater adventure as well too. I've not done that in.
Hey, we can get right in there. This could be like a submersible raft.
You don't want to leave Jeff and I alone for very long, Kevin, because we're just like enjoying ourselves, just thinking about being on this raft.
You guys go nuts. That's the
We
beauty.
are. We have been.
Okay, let's see here. Raft.
Awan's sucking on a cattail or something. You know,
Yeah.
the long
Piece of grass that he pulled from the edge of the river.
Yeah.
Sipping on the last bits of beer for the day.
Okay, here we go.
Fine craft you've built here, Sovash.
I think it will last over anything.
As long as it makes it to the road.
All right, here we go. We got a raft. We got our heroes. Let's resize them. And then let's get the river drake ready. I mean,
I do need a new mount.
it's basically, yes, this is your carryover for WoW, is you're just going to collect mounts in every one of our games.
Yeah.
All right, now I just need one thing here. So sailing along. Happy as can be. Happy as a clam.
Oh, we feel good right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you've been drinking, what, 4 gallons of beer?
Damon has been. He hasn't offered me once. Not once.
Not once? All right, sure.
Not once did he go, "Hey, Sovash, good work. Would you like a drink of beer?"
Now he does. Now that they're on the raft heading down. Sovash tips her back and just like a mouthful comes out and she's done.
All right. So, let's see here. Yep, that'll work. That will work.
Then you go to pass it back to me and oh no, I couldn't possibly drink another sip.
I've had more than enough if I'm going to drive this raft.
Okay. Right. Going off of memory here. All right, let me bring you over to our lovely... Oh, you know what? Hold on, I gotta give... I know that we set up the lighting... Oh, day one, you had that lamp on, didn't you?
Oh yeah, when we were in the cave,
Yep.
I had a hat on.
Valania has incidentally disappeared.
Again.
She's, maybe making her
We've
own
chosen
way.
not to save her this time.
Yeah. I'm sure she'll be fine. Okay, day one, your giant candle has, alas, burned out now.
Thank God, I hated that thing.
Yeah. But I will give you I'm going to give you a little bit of vision just because it is, there's the twilight and the, beautiful, let's give you 25 feet. There we go. That feels good. All right. So then, guys, let me move you over here and talk about what happens here. All right. So this is the scene as you guys are making your way down the river. Let's turn this one down. This is a great song too.
It is. It sounds familiar to me.
Definitely could be used by some other like YouTube clip or something like that. All right, so guys, this is our heroes making their way down the river. Looks like Day One is in charge of sort of poling in the right direction at this point. The river is probably wider than this at most points, because it is quite a major river. Yeah, let me quickly rescale this sucker here. Okay.
Hey.
There we go. Yeah. $60 feet across. It's probably still too small, but whatever. We'll leave it for now. That'll do for today's purposes. So you guys are navigating your way along. Day one, you are. What is everyone's passive perception, incidentally?
Thir-
14.
13 and 14. Okay, thank you guys. All right. So, you guys are making your way along here. What do you think Day One's thinking about as you're lazily drifting down the river? This is probably within the first couple of hours of movement. It's 4 hours in. What's Day One thinking?
Day One's thinking, like, this is going to be the life, this traveling on the raft down to the road.
For sure, yeah. So, you get to around there when boom, there's a bump on the bottom of the boat. And you
Did you
both
hear that?
Another bump. And you can hear something splashing in the water. Day One, I think you're the one who hears it first. Like, what the hell is happening? And you see something grabs the pole. Would you give me a strength check, please? We'll do a contested one here. I actually rolled terribly on mine. So Day One, just a strength check, please.
Is that like a strength saving throw, or?
Well, you make athletics actually. If you're trained in athletics, I'll let you do that.
Oh, I am.
Nice. So yeah, something tugs on the end and then kind of lets go. What is
Something in the water here, Sovash.
Sounds dangerous.
Sovash?
Move us over towards the sandbar.
He gestures over.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So, why don't you just give us? This will be fun. I think it's going to be strength at disadvantage. So just going to. Oh, you know you.
Athletics?
Yeah, like as if there was a. Are you able to make just a raw?
No,
okay. So what you could do is, why don't we do this, guys? Because we can kind of work around the system here. If I add.
If you just click on the word.
Oh wait, yep, the word. You're right. I think we can.
Oh, there you go. Okay, great. Yeah. So it's given us. This is going to be with disadvantage. Day One.
Just strength.
Just Day One, please.
Yep.
And just strength, right?
Just strength. Yeah. What I'm trying to do is figure out if you can actually navigate this thing to get it to go where you want. It's if you were trained in the tool, then you would be able to just roll strength plus proficiency. But so you're sort of going off in that direction, but it's not quite going there. And Sovash, you can see that there is a fair amount of disturbances in the water. You think you can hear a splish from up ahead, and there's a couple of things that seem to be underwater moving towards your ship. And now, one of the things we talked about, your raft, we're going to be using house rules. So we're going to try doing the group initiative, because we like that in our AD&D games. So who wants to take the credit/blame for rolling initiative in the first round.
You're driving. I'll roll initiative.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So I'll roll my. We'll do it same as before. I'll show you what I roll, and then you can. Ooh.
So should I just roll? Should I just roll Dex then?
No, just a D20, and then you're going to add your Dex modifier.
Okay. Yeah,
because it's day ones won't. It's just a D20. I beat my 18.
We want high, right?
You want high? Yes, definitely.
All right, a 9's pretty good then.
Okay, 9's pretty good. Oh, you need a -1. Remember, yours that only applies to you. You roll 10, so when you're.
Oh, okay. I thought that's why we were switching it up. Is no.
Yeah, it's just you know what
we roll 1 and then we just modify.
Yeah, modify by what you decided to do with your round. So I know what I'm doing. I'm acting on an 18, so I think I'll just go with what's happening here first.
Okay.
So what you guys can see is there's that splash from behind you, and day one, I think you're sort of looking back and forth between the what do you call it? The side or the bank and the water, trying to like get this damn thing to navigate properly.
Yeah.
And you look away, you hear a splash, and you look behind you, and what's like reaches up below the surface is the largest crab you've ever seen.
Oh.
So this thing is going to try and yank that pole out of your hand, either drag you into the water or yank you, or just yank the pole out of your hand. So I rolled an 18, so that means you need to roll athletics or I think it's athletics or acrobatics. Your choice.
I'll try to use my acrobatics to get it away from him before he can wrench it from my hand.
So go ahead.
Oh
shit.
One.
Nat 1. You know what? Oh shit. So you could Astonishing Fortune that, obviously. For 2 points of Astonishing Fortune, or I think we'll find you standing on the edge of the pole as the raft is drifting away.
That's pretty funny. I like it.
All right, so yeah, the raft continues drifting forward. Oh, I'm in the wrong layer here.
And I'm holding onto the pole as he's holding onto the pole under the water.
Yep. You're like, what the shit? However, they're all. Let's see here. There's also. Parkour. There are a couple other ones, it seems. Sploosh. Sploosh. All right, and so one of them is...
Mud crabs.
Yep.
Oh, wrong game.
There we go.
We've fallen into Skyrim.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's quite a bit of them coming around here, guys. 1, 2, 3, 6. Coming away to get you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So all of those that are around you, day one, they're shaking the pole, trying to get you to fall into the water. Because you're kind of on the end there. 20. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll for them, and you'll roll against the highest. I'll give +2 because of 8 another. So you're going to roll against a 23 DC for athletics or acrobatics to keep yourself hanging off the edge of that thing.
Okay.
Jeepers.
Oh, I would have done it in the reverse, but instead, splash!
All right. So why don't we do this? Let's put a blue dot on you to indicate you're in the water. And then Sovash, one of these things splashes out of the water and hits you with a 19. And you take 3 points of damage. And it has grabbed you in its massive claws. The other one that's on the raft has missed you. It's a DC 11 to escape.
Does that use uses my movement portion?
It
of my
does.
Turn,
It's
or?
Yeah. To escape, I think is your action. But I'm just checking to see what the condition does. It may not. It may just mean that you can't move. Yeah, it just means you can't move. That's all. So if you want to attack this thing, the one that's grabbing you is on the left. Okay, so then what did you... so we'll do just like in our AD&D games, guys. Just put your order that you're acting. So take 10 minus whatever you're planning. If you're trying to attack, it's the modifier, the size of your attack, or the size of the weapon. Remember, it's like day one, you get +2 to yours because it's light weapons. Spells, you subtract the spell level. It'll take us a little bit just to get used to it.
Yeah, now I know exactly what you're talking about. I thought I was just going on 9.
Right,
Okay.
doing it. We're basically doing the same thing we do in 2nd edition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just instead of the normal weapon modifiers, we're using the ones from the 5th edition.
Precisely. And it's higher than lower. So day one's on a 15. When are you acting, Sovash? So you got a 9.
Still
A
on the
9.
9.
Okay. So day one, you're up first. Or up next then. What are you doing? You're in the water.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to, kick the one that grabbed the pole from me.
Okay. Go right ahead. Okay.
Holy Toledo.
Yeah, the armor on these things is quite tough. So that was your action. You still have a movement and, what do you call it? A bonus action.
I'm going to try to swim after the boat.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm closer to the shore. Maybe I'm going to try to swim to the shore.
Okay. So there are a lot of crabs that get attacks of opportunity on you then.
Yeah, I know.
1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, what is your AC right now? 1, 2, 3, 4.
16.
16. I get 1 hit, so one of them has grabbed you. Let's go randomly here. It'll be this guy right here. Or red. There you go. Or purple. There we go. Okay. So he's grabbed a hold of you. And that means you can't go, and you take 6 points of damage from that. Remember, you guys have
die here in the water.
Rockmaw's blessing too.
Oh, what does that do again? There was certain
3
hit
5
points.
hit points.
Subtract 5 from the first attack that hits you.
Okay.
Yeah, so Sovash took no damage from it.
I got 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it is so day one. Unfortunately, you're not able to swim there. You still have a bonus action though.
Yeah, I don't think I have any bonus action.
You have your kung fu.
actions.
Remember, kung fu is always a bonus action.
Oh, right. I can do an extra unarmed strike.
Yep.
I might as well make it against the one that grabbed me.
Sounds good.
Boom.
Solid
22.
hit. Injures it. Cracks its side a little bit, but does not get through. All right, then. Sovash, what are you doing?
So I am trying to break free of this creature.
I genuinely thought you were going to pull Steve-O, and you're going to sing out your character's name. Sovash!
No.
No.
All right. You said it was a strength.
Yes, if you use your full action.
10 strength test to get away, right?
No, athletics. You can use athletics, or you can use acrobatics.
I'll use athletics.
Easily. Yep, you easily shaking him off. He's no longer grappling you.
Yeah, and then shield of lightning crackles around Sovash,
Awesome.
matching the spark in his eye.
Fantastic. All right.
Try a bite of this.
Nice. All right, then it is initiative time, guys. Okay, so round 2.
Did you use Astonishing Fortune? You did not, did you?
He did not. No. Beat my 6.
Your turn.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my turn to
Yeah,
try
I
and
forgot.
beat this.
He lost last time.
Hold on.
Just a D20.
Oh.
Fucking hell. All right. They're medium creatures, so I'm acting on a 6.
Oh, I get to go ahead of them.
Mm-hmm.
So 4.
Okay, so I think it's day 1, then these things, then Sovash. So day 1, you're
What
up
are you
first.
trying to say? I haven't even put my thing in yet. How do you know I'm so slow?
You're starting at a 3, and if you're doing almost anything, it's going to be even slower. So, all right. So day 1, what are you doing? Standard.
Step 1, attack the one that's got me grappled.
Go ahead.
Holy crap!
Oof. Not good. You could attack again as a
Step
bonus.
2, bonus action.
Okay. Fucking. Oh my god. As a
Roll
reminder,
20
you could.
is
You know the worst thing about this is a monk is Jeff's favorite character class too. So like to continually be missing and missing.
oh my
Brutal.
goodness.
All right. So then
Brutality.
it is crab o'clock then. So let's see. We got the 2 crabs going here. I get 1 hit on Sauvage. Now that gets you at 4 points of damage as it grapples you.
My AC is 17 now.
I did roll a 17, so.
Oh wait, sorry,
19
Kevin. Actually,
or 20.
oh no, I attacked. Yeah, never mind.
You attacked, yeah.
So
And then I got.
it's going to take D4.
Oh, nice. Go and roll damage.
1 point.
It's something. It is something.
How's that taste?
Mm-hmm. Let me get health bar going here for you guys. See.
Crab legs for dinner, day one.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah. Okay, let me get that injured one over here. Bleeded. Boom. Okay, and you, day one did 4 last time, okay? All right. Okay, then it is... I got the other 5 on day one. Day one, we got 1 more hit on you. That is from 2, 3, 4. Actually, the one over here. So you got 2 of them grabbing you now. You take 5 points of damage. Nice. And these things are... God dang, like they're about 5 feet across too. So this will be great eating.
How much damage did it do to me? I just fucked that up.
Oh, sorry. It did 7 points of damage.
Do I have... There's no DR in this, right?
There's not, no.
Okay, but I still have 2 points left.
No, it's subtract.
Only that
Yeah,
one?
from the first hit takes -5 from it.
No matter what.
Doesn't matter, yeah. All right, then it is Sauvage's turn. What are you doing, Sauvage?
Oh my god, I'm struggling here. All right, there we go. All right, so I am going to blast one of these things with a burst of elemental force. So let me just do this.
Okay. Holy shit. Okay, so it's spell save. It is dex save. I failed it. So it takes... Which one did you hit? The one that was grappled? Grappling you?
Oh, was I grappled again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just hit the one I'm grappled with.
Explodes into chunks of scorched white meat.
Okay, good.
So that was your action. You still got a bonus and you got a move if you like.
Yeah, no bonus action. I'm just trying to keep my lightning shield going.
You got it.
And just stand ready, I guess.
Okay. All right, end of the round. So we've only done this 2 rounds. This feels slower than when we just have set rounds. What do you guys think?
That's just because you have to give us a second to get used to it.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Guys, beat my 17, please.
It's you again, Hobbs. We've both lost.
19.
Yeah!
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Fantastic. 24. Awesome. Yeah, actually, that's good. So this is you guys are dropping right in here. Fantastic.
Yeah, like it just takes a while to get used to.
Yeah. Okay, day one, you're up first.
Okay. Still attacking the one that started its grapple on me.
Okay.
Holy Toledo.
Oh my gosh. That's a miss. You want to spend your bonus action kung fu-ing as well?
Yeah.
What is going on with your rolls? Now, again, you could spend 2 points of Astonishing Fortune to re-roll one of those if you like.
No.
No? Okay.
Not this round.
All right, then. I think these things... so the next will be Sauvage. So instead of having things happen simultaneous, this feels like a more heroic campaign. Heroes go first, so...
Nice.
Yep, you're up first then. Sauvage, what are you doing?
All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing, but this time it's gonna be cold damage because I like the idea of like little icebergs being created around the creatures or something.
All right. Nice. Okay, so I gotta get save here. I did not save. 3 won't do that. So and enough. Which one was it that you wanted to hit?
I think this middle one.
Yep. Destroyed. So it freezes up into almost like a frozen,
bobbing down the river as we
exactly,
keep on
flash
with
frozen.
us, next to us, probably.
Yeah. Okay, and then it is these things. So we got a 1 surviving on you, Sovash. 17, does that hit?
Yep, just barely.
Just barely.
What it needed.
Jesus.
Another point of damage.
7 point of damage. Okay, let me replace this sucker first here. Paste. There we go. And I've applied the damage already. I'll get rid of that one. Boo. Now, the 2 that are... I'm just going to roll at advantage here and take the highest. So, I rolled... not great. Day 1, I need you to roll an athletics strength check, as they are trying to drag you beneath the surface.
Uh-oh.
DC is a 9. So, nice.
Nice.
Yep, so they're... That's what 2 of them did. And I got 3 of them that are still going to try and grab you as well, too. 1 of them got a 20, so I think that hits. Jesus, 7 points of damage again. And another one's got its hand on you. Claw on you. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed. Then it is end of the round, guys. Figure out what you want to do this round. And then, Hobbs, you're on a roll here.
All right.
8, please.
Boom. Dang it.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. So I'm on an 8. Day 1, I think you're still before me, right? You had... Yeah. Okay, Day 1, you're up first then. What are you doing?
Oh, man. I guess
now,
I'll
hold on.
roll.
When do your key points recover? Are they in a long rest or a short rest?
Yeah, they are only at a long rest.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So I only have the 1 left.
Remember, you could spend 2 points of Astonishing Fortune to take another action if you like.
Yeah. The problem is I'm grappled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think this is just a death trap. I don't know of any action... I have to use my action to break free versus each one, or is it to break free in
No,
general?
I'll let you apply it against all of them. I'll just, I'm just gonna, I'll roll for them instead of just setting a flat DC.
And give them the highest.
Yeah, I'll just take
roll?
the highest roll that they make. So I mean that's
Sure, I'll attempt to break free.
Okay, beat my 18, please.
And what was the roll again?
Athletics or acrobatics.
He's trying to squirm free.
And remember, you could
so
spend
well with the acrobatics. If you spend 2, you get advantage.
Yeah, that wouldn't have helped.
Okay, so that's not great. You could spend 2 points to re-roll that if you like.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, here we go. Here's where your luck turns. Investing.
Come on. Roll 20.
There you go.
Nice. Fucking nice. So it would have been 2 points actually, Hops, to re-roll.
And then I'm spending my last key point.
Yep.
So that when I move, I can use disengage for free with my key
nice. Point. Yep. So what do we see?
I think that he will swim to the shore.
Okay.
As he scurries past, he sees that he's in trouble as more and more of them are grabbing a hold of him.
Yep.
His absorbent armor was filling up with water, and a lot of what they were holding was his armor, and you see him slip out of his wet, soggy robes.
Yep.
And swim to the shore between their
Love it.
grasping.
Okay, so go ahead and place yourself on shore. Nice. Whew. Close.
His absorbent robes are gone.
All right.
He's once again in the buck naked for Sovash's.
Yeah. Your mists, they only heal on or recover in a long rest too?
Yeah, that's correct. I'm pretty sure. I can check that. I thought so.
That's probably right. I mean, a free 40 healing every short rest
it's pretty powerful.
Yeah. Okay. So then that was day one. Then it's the crabs. So they are going to be coming to shore. Okay, 1, 2, but I think only 3 of them could get to you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And these ones, the rest are on him. All right, so day one, they come up to you. I hit once, it looks like. And it is 3 points of damage. And then one of them has grabbed you as well.
Which I'm okay with them grabbing me on shore. It's just in the water.
For sure, yeah. And then Sovash. Let's see here. One of them misses you. Both of them miss you. Then Sovash, what are you doing?
I was trying to read up to see if I could, what all I could get back. So I'm going to blast the one that's wounded there.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, remember, this is the one that you rolled to hit. Remember, you rolled, it's set up, the spell set up wrong. If you use it as your attack, that's when it'll roll properly.
Oh, I probably set it up that way, right?
I think so, yeah.
I did, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, must have missed.
Bruh. All right. Then that brings us, I think, unless there's anything else you're doing, Sovash, I think that's the end of the round. You know I should be doing, too. Hold on, I gotta be drifting this. Boom. Raft down the river. Boom. All right. So, end of the round, top of the next round. Jeez, guys. Hobbs, you lost. Jeffrey, you're up.
Yeah, Jeffrey's up.
Beat my 1.
Oh.
Oh my god. All right. So, day 1, you're up first. What are you doing? Don't even need to check.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm grappled again. I mean, I think I'm going to use my action to attempt to free myself.
Okay. Go ahead. I'll roll. Beat my 15.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so you still have a bonus action and you still have a move.
Well, I don't know. I can't move if he's holding me, though.
We could use that action to drink a potion if you want.
Oh, you can use your move? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will drink my other potion that I have. And then I have 0.
Yeah, for those listening at home, that may not be rules as written, but I don't. I'm not really care. I can't remember whether it is an action or not.
Rules.
But I just tried to kill these guys with 25 crabs, so I'm trying to give them a break.
Yeah. Well, I think I seem to remember that like the.
Well, and I guess I can use my bonus action as a martial arts attack then.
Yes, absolutely.
Against this. Oh, wow. I think I've rolled 8 or less on.
Yeah, it's been.
That's like 10 attacks now or something.
Really rough for you. All right, so we got 3 crabs, and then one skittering across the land here. 4 crabs on day 1. Miss, and hit. Fucking hell. 7 points of damage again. And then the one that grabbed you is the one that's the damage from the one that already was grabbing you. So I'll get rid of that purple dot.
You said 7 damage?
7 damage, please, yeah. And then on Sovash, that is 2 misses. 16 was my best roll. All right. Then, Sovash, what are you doing?
I am going to blast with my lightning again.
Okay.
Spells.
Here it comes. Big money.
Oh, shit. I had it in the right screen. Oh.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's good. Which one? The injured one or the other one?
Yeah, injured.
Look at that.
Shit.
All right.
Max 10. No, that's not right. It's supposed to be I thought it was a D12.
For a lightning blast?
Oh. It does 1d12 against target in metal armor.
Ah, there you go. Okay. Very little metal in this in these crabs. Okay.
That's BS.
Then, end of round, I guess. And then next up is we tied. So Hobbs, you're rolling again. Beat my 14, please.
Jeff tied with you.
Oh, did Jeff? Okay. Oh yeah, I rolled a
yeah.
1. That's right. Beat my 14.
Yeah, we knew he wasn't beating that.
Okay. So I think day 1 is still up first. Yeah, day 1, you're still up first. What are you doing?
I'm going to attempt to break free.
Okay. You want to break free?
I do want to break free.
Oh, I do get all my spells back after a short rest, right?
Your spells? I don't think so.
Oh.
Spells are long rest.
Refresh their minds and spirits for spell casting. All right, my bad. I was trying to find it, but I couldn't.
That's okay. Warlocks get them back for long rest or short rest. I think they're the only class that does.
Okay.
That is a success. Yes. So you are free, day 1. What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to attempt to run away.
Okay. I mean, you could disengage, or is that the action? Is that an action?
Well, I think if you disengage, then you're only moving a certain distance.
Yeah.
And then use your next move. Then you move your attack action to move. Right?
Oh, I see.
Disengage, then move.
Right, you use your move action to. No, but I had to use my action to break free.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if I don't use my action to run away, my move action, I'm just hoping I'm faster than them on land.
Yeah.
And that one of them doesn't grab me.
So let's see here. I'll get my attacks of opportunity out of the way. None of those hit.
Because otherwise, they're just going to keep getting me. So.
Okay, so go ahead and make your move there, day 1.
And my move is 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Hopefully I'm fast enough to
All right.
get
Then-
away from them.
It is their turn. 1. I'm going to do it one square by square here, Jeffrey. 2. 3. That's as far as I can go with them, because they are slower on land.
Oh, thank goodness.
Skittering along. All right, then, Sovash. Let's see here. My best was a 12. So they're scratching on your armor, trying to get a hold of you again, but they just cannot seem to do it. What are you doing?
Because it's so lightweight.
Darn tootin'. Yeah, really?
I'll blast him again with my lightning bolt.
Go
I'm
ahead.
going to change it into fire, though, so I can get a +2.
Sounds good.
Oh, I missed, though.
Well, this thing's probably splashing around on the edge of the deck, pulling itself back up by its multiple legs again and trying to get at you. So that's the end of the round, guys. We're just going to finish up this fight, and then we'll take our mid-session break, because I know we're just past right now. All right. Then, Jeffrey. Did you win? Oh, you lost last time. Hobbs.
Yeah, buddy.
I beat my 17.
No problem.
Here it comes. Nat 20. Fuck, a 4. All right, so it's these things
Nat
up.
24.
Nat 24. Now, hold on. I will let you guys spend Astonishing Fortune to reroll initiative if you like. I mean, 17 is a tough one to beat, but...
Oh, right, because they get to move first.
They get to move first then, yeah. Day 1's like, I'm finally free, and then he staggers on the...
And then he gets destroyed by our new rules. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, the three of us know something that no one else knows, so we'll just say that that's what happens.
Yeah. All right, so then day 1. Let's see. Go ahead and... Oh, shit, yeah. So 9. So I got the crabs slowly come chittering up to you. 3. I can only get 1. Sploosh.
He's coming in on the water side.
Yeah.
Oh, that dirty crab.
You know what I'll do, though, is I'm only going to let him move at his slow... Oh, he can still get to you. Never mind.
That crusty... No, I'm only going to let him... sorry.
I was going to say, I was only going to let him move his lowest speed rate. Not going to prorate across the 2, but with 3, he can still get within striking distance. I actually missed with all again. 15 was my best roll. What's your AC day 1?
16.
Nice. All right, I got 2 on Sovash. I do hit you again with the one that's grappling you. 2 points of damage, though, this time.
He takes 4 points.
Ooh, go ahead and roll. Oh, 4. Holy. That's actually... So he squeezes in on you, and then lightning plays across this thing, and it sloughs off the raft into the water. You can hear Day One shouting on the shore. Get these things off of me! All right. Then, it is end of the round, I guess. Sovash, you haven't taken your turn. Sovash, your turn. No, both of you guys have to act. Day One, you're up first. Yeah. Forgot I rolled so well. What are you doing, Day One?
Okay. Okay. Now that I don't have to break free, I think I can use the disengage and then move.
You can. Yep.
Yeah. So he disengaged.
Traveling into the darkness.
I know. He's disengage and then 1, 2. There's like trees. 3, 4. 5 along this cliff.
Yep.
6. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then it is Sovash.
All right. Sovash is going to blast this guy with fire again.
Okay. That is definitely it. All right.
9 points.
Nice. So that is... there you go. A lot. Okay, then it is end of the round. Top of the next round, guys. Oh. So, Jeffrey, you lost the last one, or was it Hobbs that rolled? Hobbs, you got stuck at 4, yeah.
I got a 4.
Jeffrey, you're up next then. Beat my 3.
Come on.
We got it.
Yes.
Okay. Then, Day One, I think you're up first. What are you doing?
Shit. I mean, he's gonna
yeah,
travel down here, but I think that he sees that when he goes this way that the beach runs out.
Yes.
I feel like this is the beginning of the Dark Tower trilogy.
Yeah. And so I think when he sees that, he's gonna move back a little bit up the beach because he's let's see, about there.
Okay. Then it is Sovash. What are you doing?
Sovash is gonna finish off this son of a biscuit.
Okay.
Ooh, is 11 enough?
Not quite enough. You hit the outside of its shell, cooking it.
Flame, yeah.
Yeah.
Bounces off.
Then it is the one that tries to claw you again there, Sovash. That's a miss. And then I've got skittering across the beach. Damn crabs!
I feel like this is like a scene from a cartoon or something.
Really, like, well, giant crabs. Not great. All right, so then it is end of the round. Yeah. So then it turns to Jeffrey. You won last time. So beat my 13, please.
Come on. Yes.
Awesome. Ahead. Yep. All right, Day One, you're up first. What are you doing?
Oh my god. I think that his only option is to like run along the riverbank here.
The pole for the raft is probably still sticking up in the river, if that helps.
Yeah, maybe it is. Where was that? I don't remember.
It would have been about... let's see your drop.
I can jump in this game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to attempt to jump to this piece of land here. I can't
easily. Yep.
I think I have to roll athletics for that.
Yeah, I think it's a strength check. Let's see here.
Oh, this is the same. This is, but it's you have to beat the roll by so many.
And then that's how far you jump, yeah.
Yeah, we were... Oh, no, that's 4th edition I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
There is a rule like that. You make
similar...
an athletics roll, and it determines how far you can jump. Let's just check what it is. Real
Yeah,
quick.
so it's
I haven't-
DC 10. No, DC. Oh,
It'll be a running jump,
yeah.
not a high jump. So
So when you make a long jump, you can cover a number of feet equal to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet.
182.
Yeah, I'm on jumping there. I don't see it giving you extra distance.
When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score.
Yeah, so your strength is what?
My strength is 14, so I can jump 14 feet.
Yeah, so you should be able to clear the sandbar without making a...
Yeah.
So that's just a
Right.
move check. So whoop, jump over there.
Okay. He jumps over here.
He still has a action and a bonus if you want.
Well, he's going to use his action to move to the other end of the island because he knows that the crabs are going to come over here and get up. Oh, man. This is ridiculous. He's
All
just
right.
running away. I think he's just going to try and keep running away from them for now until...
If you can
So
kite
much
them, yeah, like
help
you could kite them a little bit. You could maybe get yourself back to the raft. Sovash, you're up next. What are you doing?
All right, Sovash is once more blasting this beast with fire.
Here it comes. Still the outside is...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, their armor is freaking tough. Then the one on you, I got a 14, so it's still trying to get through your armor, but cannot do that. And the skittering crabs. Let's hear 1, 2, 3.
5, 7, 2, 10. That's what I'm rolling.
Sheepers.
I know. We're just terrible.
A lot of those.
All right, so day one, you can see one of them comes skittering back up from passing through that river. That's the end of the round, guys. Initiative. Here we go, day one. Here we go. Okay. Jeffrey, beat my 13 again, please.
Yeah.
Oh, sad. Tried for a long time to get away.
You did try. You did try. All right, so then, first up would... Oh, day one, you're so close to acting before these guys.
I know.
Right,
So
jeez.
close.
So one of them is going to be able to get in and try and get you. I rolled a 17.
Ouch.
So it
Pinches
gets
me.
you, and it is a 6. Oh, one thing I was fucking something up too. Oh, no, it's a grapple. Here we go. The DC to escape them is an 11. It's a flat 11. I don't roll for that, so I was cheating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was cheating. Sorry. It's all right. It's all right. 1, 2, 3. Shit, another one gets up on you. That's a miss, though. Okay. All right, they're coming in on you. Sovash. Misses you again. Drift downstream. Day one.
Oh, does the one that grabbed me do damage?
It did do damage. What did I say, or did I?
Oh, I don't know if you did.
Okay, 6 points of damage.
Oh, well, that was what it needed.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Sovash, what are you doing?
I am going to try and finish this guy off. There's no way I can roll another single-digit number on this D20, right?
I'm sure that's... You'll prove us wrong here.
No chance.
Yay!
Oh my god.
One damage.
What damage?
3 points.
Oh, 3 points. Yeah. So actually, that's enough for it to let go, and it drifts below the water.
Okay.
You've reduced it down to 1 hit point. It doesn't want to fight anymore.
Oh, sorry, Pandaren. I must
Sorry, Pandaren, I must continue.
Yeah, well,
Well, these things start pulling our panda friend apart, I think, next, unless you're going back for him.
well, I feel like... I keep thinking I have spells, and I don't have any more spells. I have nothing.
Shit. So, yeah.
I
Exhausted.
mean, we got in a fight with these when we had nothing, really.
Yeah.
Is that right, though? No, we should have...
No,
Yeah,
we
we
didn't
had
get
a
a long rest.
Hold on. You do
We never-
have.
We never got a long rest after
No.
fighting. We stayed a whole night. Right?
Here's the thing,
No.
guys. You do have 2 points of astonishing fortune left, right? Because again, you can spend 2 points of astonishing fortune to not die. And I got a way of getting around this too.
Oh, okay, sure. I mean, we can do that. That's up to you.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. If you spend the 2, if you got the astonishing fortune to spend, and you want to spend it, what will
I think we
happen
have 2 left.
is, they're going to try and drag you into the water. 2 of them get into a fight as to who's going to be grabbing on, and then your robe just bloop, 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 kind of drifts you to the surface, and you start being carried down water or downriver unconscious. So as long as Sovash slows the barge down enough to catch you, he's going to catch up with you, this big Pandaren floating downstream.
All right, I'll try to grab him and gather up the other iced up crab and get both on the boat and continue on, I guess.
All right. So we will go back to our...
I do have like a healing kit or something. I think I could probably... Herbalism kit.
Yeah, I don't think... So there's not really much in 5e that will let you just flat out heal people, unfortunately. However, you are able to get another square downstream before you're taking your rest. Or before you have to make the check. So,
Well, technically, we do the death check to see if I live or die.
no, because you spent the astonishing fortune.
Oh, okay.
If you spend the rest of your astonishing fortune, then you won't die.
Okay.
And
It's
then,
not that I got away. It's that you also stabilize.
exactly, yeah. You also it means automatically sets you at because if it happened in AD&D second, you'd be at minus, like, the worst possible position. The worst possible position for you is 0 hit dice and stabilized.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So, because there's not a dying condition in this like there is in Pathfinder 2. I'd give you a dying 2 or something in PF2, but anyway, so. Sovash, when you see him bobbing along, like you can't believe your eyes and his luck as he's drifting along, eyes closed. This furry black and white iceberg or pandaberg next to you. Drag him on top. Sovash, you're the only one left standing. Why don't you give us a Constitution save, please? DC 11. Nice. So you don't feel tired in the least, but you know that if you're going to carry on for the next stretch of river, that may tire you. By which I mean it'll be DC 12, DC 13, DC 14, DC 15. For how long?
Well, we've moved a couple miles away from those crabs, so I feel safe enough trying to get us to shore.
Absolutely. Okay, so you pull yourself to shore. So you were on shore in this stretch of the region. Day 1. I'm gonna assume you guys can
take under the lean-to as I keep watch.
Yep. And with your mighty strength, you're able to pull the raft out of the water. And let's see here. Let's put this down. You know what that track is called? We Got Trouble. It was not wrong.
Trouble, all right.
All right. So let's do this, guys. Let's take our mid-session break now, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about what happens during his day 1's long. Oh, we'll check my chat as well too, and check about the long rest. So we'll be back momentarily, folks. Sorry, folks. I was going to come back and chat early, and then I was so excited to get back and check in with chat, I spilled my coffee, so I was a little over anxious to get back here. All right. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope the weekend is off to a great start for you guys. Hello, hello. All right. Let's do a rapid fire howdies here. Howdy, Jeffrey. What is going on? Shyman, howdy, howdy. Welcome. Wayne, how you doing? Clayton, what's going on? Howdy, howdy. Brian, welcome to the weekend. Let's see. Who else? Probably Eating Humans. Yes, they most definitely would. All right. Dave, what's going on? Welcome to the weekend. Okay. And I think I got... Oh, Fred's in there too. Oh, insert name. Howdy there. Yeah, I totally agree about Dustwood feeling like a Halloween zone. I love Dustwood. My first D&D 4th campaign was actually set in Duskwood. Because I love the setting so much. Great monsters to add. Okay. Yeah, we nearly lost a hero there for sure. Have not met the Defiance Bandits in Elwynn yet. Insert. No. But definitely is a threat in there. Okay. Yeah, beer is the best thing the jug can be made for. Oh, man, the guys are super active. Well, welcome, everybody. Hope the weekend is off to a great start. Mal, what's going on? There are no cantrips, as far as I'm concerned, in the games. Hi, GM, yeah. It's 5e, and it's interesting, especially with this far into the life cycle of the game. There's so many different iterations of the rules for playing more cinematic, less cinematic, more gritty, like Grimtooth, I think. No, what is it called? Grim Hollow. Grim Hollow is got some pretty brutal rules for healing and stuff like that in it. So it makes for a very, very different feel of a game. But anyway. All right. So day one, you nearly death by crabs. So there's an important lesson I learned in that encounter, and that is when you think that you may have the number of creatures wrong, you should double check. Because I just threw at you guys what 4 4th level characters should have faced, not 2. So if that felt exceptionally difficult, Jeffrey, it's because you should have had... it's twice the difficulty that you should have.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, man. Gotta listen to those nagging doubts. All right. I kind of like the shifting flow of initiative, too, when we're rolling each round. It is kind of neat.
It brings excitement to that part of the turn, for sure.
For sure. Well, especially like when you guys were so close, and it's like, well, shit, either it's going to get a move on you, or, yeah, yeesh.
Yeah.
All right. So we're doing a long rest right now anyway, so you will recover. First off, you can spend as many of your hit dice that remain to try and heal, and then you'll regain half of your hit dice back.
I don't have any hit dice left.
Oh my god. Okay, so you will get half of your hit dice back, and you can start rolling those to try and recover if you like in the morning.
Oh.
So imagine you're waking up in the morning and just feeling like a bag of shit.
Like, is this like a much tougher version of the rules you're using, or what?
No, it's just, I think we looked this up last time. You only recover half your hit dice when...
Yeah, half your hit dice, but you recover all your hit points.
No, you have to spend hit dice to recover.
No.
Hold on.
At the end of a long rest, a character regains all lost hit points. The character also regains spent hit dice up to a number of dice equal to half of their total number.
Holy shit, is that ridiculous? That's fine, we'll play that way.
No, I know. That's why I was wondering. I realized that. That's why I always called 5th edition easy mode was just
for
the resting rules.
Jesus
More
Christ.
than anything.
Yeah. So it's absent introducing any injury rules, it's impossible to do a walking wounded style thing, right?
Yeah, I think you could play it. If I was going to play it by your rule, like, I like that version almost. Like, what I would do is, but I would give you your full hit dice every day. If I was going to say that's the only healing there is.
Well,
personally, if I was going to do that sort of walking wounded, because I mean, think about it. That would just only give me a total of 4d8 to use. Like, I'd be lucky if that healed me all the way.
Well, it's your 4th level. You'd have 4 hit dice.
Oh, I guess it would be a little weird because it would just make the healing characters way too powerful. Like, my healing mist just becomes crazy then.
It does, but it's also, I mean, that also means that the healers matter more than just being able to take a 5-minute rest. Let's try it this way. Let's try it. I fucked it up. I did not know that you got your full things back. But let's try it that way and see how walking wounded you end up. So you get your full healing back, and then you'll get half of your hit dice back, and you can spend that.
Oh, and so you're saying don't take any hit points back?
Yeah. Don't your whatever hit dice you choose to roll, that will be what you heal back.
Okay, well, so I think in this case though, it makes more sense to use my healing mist.
Well, you could do that, or you could. Oh, I see. You want to have your hit dice to draw on afterwards.
Yeah, well, I'll use one of them.
Okay. So Hobbs, I learned something. Yeah, you get a long rest. So the thing is, 5e rules is written, you apparently get all of your hit dice back plus half of your hit points. And I was saying that's
no, the other way. You get all your hit points and half your hit dice.
Right. I was saying let's just try with gaining half your hit dice and that's it. And then you can spend that to heal, or you can spend magic to heal. And hi, Chloe. Wait, is that Chloe or is that?
This is Maisie.
Maisie, hi, Maisie.
Maisie and Cleo. Chloe died.
Oh, right. Cleo. I keep getting.
Okay, but there is. Wait, hold on. Actually, there is a bit of a walking wounded rule.
Yeah, what's that?
A character can't benefit from more than one long rest in a 24-hour period, and a character must have at least one hit point at the start of the rest to gain its benefits. So technically, at 0, I don't gain any benefits.
So
I guess that makes it extra weird.
Yeah, that seems stranger than just having the.
What a weird rule!
Yeah,
man, they made resting weird.
If this becomes too punishing, the thing I'm thinking is that I don't mind the healers, because whatever healing resources you're using to top up injured people or whatnot, just like in our AD&D second game, that becomes stuff you're not able to draw on during the actual day. Right. And it makes
I think in reality the way that I would play day one is he would rest, but then he would spend, he would meditate or whatever in the morning, and he would use his healing mist or his soothing mist to recover himself.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So when you're at 0, you're supposed to, the whole stabilizing thing. So wouldn't he already be up to 1 after being stabilized? Or no, I'd stabilize your 0?
I think it actually, I don't know. We didn't go through the death thing, but I think you're right. I think you stabilize at a single hit point.
Let's see.
Yeah, so you would have a hit point. That's what I thought, because at 0 you would need to be stabilized.
So then there would never be a situation where you would be trying to take a long rest at 0 hit points.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's strange.
Why even have that rule?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure for those listening at home who know 5e better, I'm sure we're missing something obvious here.
Yeah, probably. We're just saying stupid shit. Yeah. They're these people are the dumbest people we've ever seen.
Seriously. All right, let's see here.
And it's cool. I don't mind it this way. It's just
stable creature has 0 hit points.
Oh.
Yep.
So then that's weird. That's also weird because...
But a stable creature that isn't healed regains 1 hit point after 1d4 hours. Which means that you would get another hit point back in 1d4 hours. So Sovash could either fall asleep and see if he stabilizes, and then he'd have to start making those exhaustion rolls, or you would just
wait 1d4 hours then rest.
Yes, and then you take your long rest.
Couldn't he take a short rest before that?
Sovash could have. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, day one couldn't because he's at 0 hit points.
Okay, because I still have a few hit dice I can use.
Sure, yeah, go ahead and use that. And if this turns out, I think, just thinking of how things have been with the healers in the other game, I think this will be fun for this style of game where it's randomly what's happening over as you're traveling. If it becomes overly punishing, then we'll make a change in it. But
I think that the reason that Wizards went with the full heal is they don't want to have they don't want the game to play where you just take like rest. We're just like, oh, we just camp now at the
Absolutely.
shore.
Yep.
We build
Yep.
a fire. We stay here for 3 days. Then we move on.
Exactly.
And I think that's all they're trying to avoid. Is not
For sure.
It's not the realism aspect. They're just like, we don't want like,
Yep.
Okay, I stay at the inn for a week, then
No.
I go back to adventuring.
And I think with with some other settings like Eberron or whatnot, where we're not doing overland travel, and tracking resources and stuff like that, I would totally do that. I would allow the full healing. Just for this, I think that feeling of not being up to like full capacity and having to use resources like your healing and whatnot, I think that fits with the overland travel kind of feel.
Oh yeah, I'm not arguing
Yeah.
to not do it. I'm just saying I think that's why Wizards goes with the full heal, is they don't want to.
For sure. And for those listening at home too, like we don't mean this to criticize 5th edition. It's just, it's the way of trying to capture the style of game that we want to be playing. And that just meant, again, like using the right tool for the right job. So Vash, do you want to use any of your hit dice before you hit the sack?
I did already.
Okay, so are you up to 14 with having regained 6?
Oh, I should be at 20.
20? Okay. Oh, yeah. There you go. Okay.
I didn't click off.
Okay. Nice. All right. So then you guys get your sleep, long rest. So morning comes, Sovash. You restore half of your hit dice. And then what do you want to do?
My total hit dice, not my current hit dice, right?
Yeah, half of your total hit dice. Correct. Okay. So you would gain 2 hit dice back. And then you can spend
I get all my spells and everything.
All your spells, everything else. You could spend hit dice to heal more if you like. You could spend spells to heal more if you like. You saw Daewon was meditating, going through like a kata, as if surrounded by a swirling of greenish mist.
Oh, Jesus. I'm fucking got everything jacked up here on my sheet.
What happened?
I just opened stuff. I'm trying to shut it. And
No problem.
What am I down? I'm down. I'll just maybe spend some hit dice. Pass one of the healing potions and set it nearby Daewon without interrupting him.
Okay. So that we both have one now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys can assume that you gained, let's say, 3 more rations from that that crab. Yeah. So
yeah, Daewon, Jeff, I actually was thinking we should have just kicked those rations into the river and let the crabs go after them, and then just keep on floating down.
Oh, that would have been a good idea.
Yeah, I thought about that while I was preparing myself.
So then, what do you wish to do next, guys? Any more healing for you, Sovash?
Oh, you used your whole healing mist, I see.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to Kev. If the way that this character is built, I would probably sacrifice my healing mist then to be full. I could also give you more. Like, we can spend it all. It means we don't have it in combat. We just have it beforehand. Is sort of the safer version, right?
Okay.
Pre-healing's better than combat healing.
Yeah. So you should be at full then, right, Sovash?
Yeah. I'm down 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I'll just use 1 to heal you.
Okay.
All right.
Well. I have 19 points left.
Okay. So
when
then
you come close to set the potion down, you feel a bit of the mist reach out to you.
Hey, evil mist!
Oh, no, I'm just
Keep from me sweet.
Now, what do you wish to do today, guys? So really, you can only you can reduce the rations by 3 for the day. Back on the river.
I think so.
Okay. Let me get my DM screen. There we go. And let's see. All right. So first 4 hours of lazily drifting down the river. You guys get another encounter. Let's see what the encounter is. All right. Yes, I want this. Wood. One of you guys give me a percentile roll, please. Now, you're traveling at normal speed, I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
Okay. 89. Okay. There is a boat on the river. Let's see here. Hobbs, or one of you guys give me another percentile roll? Please?
Go ahead, Jeff, your turn.
Oh, sorry. I thought that's what that 89 was. Okay.
51. It is a fishing boat.
Oh.
Let's see here. Interesting. So, I think what happens, guys, we'll stay in theater of the mind until we need to do fighty, but you guys are drifting along, and this is just one of those moments where Sovash, you are underneath the what do you call it? The
Lean-to.
Lean-to. Thank you. And day one, you've fashioned a new, stick to kind of navigate by. You're making your way along. Oh, weather. Who wants to roll for weather?
No one. 3 D100s? Is that what it is?
D100. No, just one. We're using, for this campaign, we're using just one roll for cinematic.
Oh, that feels good.
33.
Right in the sweet spot.
33 is pretty good. It's only a very small tornado.
Nice.
No, it's sunny and clear again today. So once again, like the birds are chirping in the skies. For you guys are the first 4 hours of making your way along. Do you guys think that a rowboat and a raft like this would move at the same rate, or do you think one of them would be faster than the other?
I'm thinking a boat is, at the very least, more maneuverable, so probably faster as such.
Okay, yeah. So, because what I've been doing is giving you 1 mile an hour. A rowboat is 1.5. So, giving you guys 1. So, 4 hours. All right. So, anyway, what you see up ahead at day one is there are a bunch of, or a boat full of, like a family, human family. That is, they've got nets they're tossing overboard and pulling up. And they see you at a distance. And the distance would be... I got that on the screen here too. I really, really like some of the accessories are not great for it, but the wilderness survival screen, loving it. Give me a 2d8 roll, please. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, shit.
Awesome.
No. Same roll.
So it's about 180 feet, 180 feet away. And when you come around a bend in the river and you see them there, they look over and they see you, day one. They don't see Sovash, and they kind of wave, "Good morning!" And he kind of the fisherman hits his kids and points over, and the kids are like, "Hi, hi!"
I wave back. I'll yell out, "Have you caught anything?"
They're catching. They're all biting today. Where are you headed? You're slowly drifting. Sovash, you're kind of like, what the...
We're heading upriver, just drifting along. Would you be up to selling any of that fish?
Oh, if you're paying, certainly. What? And the father kind of makes his way over. Sovash, what are you doing while you're drifting closer here?
Probably taking it easy, peeking through.
See if they'll sell one of those fishing poles.
Okay. So you go drifting over. Sovash, why don't you just give us I think their passive perception is going to be... There's kids in there, and they're pretty fucking nosy. So I think it's probably a DC 12. Give us a stealth check. DC 12. Yes.
Oh!
Awesome. All right. So you've got yourself all hunched over. Maybe you pull more of the, your robe or something over yourself.
Hood. I have
Yep.
a hood.
Yeah, do we know that humans would be afraid of them?
Most certainly.
Yeah. Okay.
It's within like, this is I think 30 31 or 32, no, 26 years after the Dark Portal opened.
I think Day One sort of makes himself large on the raft, and he sort of, says something to Sovash, like, try and stay behind me.
Okay. So you step over and make sure that you're interposing between the two.
Yeah.
So you drift up, and this man is like, well, I don't, I'm happy to take some coin in trade, but you don't happen to have any of that Pandaran beer, do you?
No, unfortunately not. It's very sad. Very sad.
Oh. And he says, I met one of your kind many years ago at the Brewfest down in Goldshire, and the finest pint I've had in my life. Your kind truly have a gift for brewing.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
What kind of beer comes in the alchemy jug?
Magical beer. Tastes quite nice, but we're not telling them about that.
That's his beer.
I would pay you market value for your fish here on the river, save you the time of carrying them in. But I would pay you double price on any of the fishing rods you'd be willing to part with.
Oh, well, and one of the kids is kind of like looking, it's one of the kids who have fishing rods. He uses nets because that's the most efficient way to kind of catch things, but it's one of the kids who have that. And you can see one of the kids seems to kind of like the little bottom lip is kind of trembling. Maybe you could trade for it, though. Kids are generally like gewgaws and things like that. Would there be some kind of memento or thing you might easily be able to trade for that? Something that the kid would distract him?
I mean, I have very little things.
I mean, you can feel free to
this
expand on, because you remember you got all of your gear back when you escaped the stockades.
Looks like you have a pearl bracelet.
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely have some jewelry that is from my homeland. Maybe I'll take one off and
Sure. So
and look at the kid and say,
So Pandaria has a what do you call it? A very kind of Asian flavored, setting. So if you can picture anything that would be appropriate from any one of those cultures, you can feel free to sort of reskin that for this. It could be a coin as well too, a lucky coin of yours.
Well, maybe I have sort of a necklace, like a chain that he's got, but it's got several little jade carvings, and one of them actually is a fish. And he sort of unhooks it from the necklace, and he looks at the little kid and he says, I'll trade you this jade fish from Pandara.
I was going to say, it's your Pandara bracelet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what the kid's eyes are huge, and just like, and the fisherman is like, sir, that is so generous. That is far more than what if you would offer that, then please here, and he just sort of like tosses, say, like the 3 largest fish he's caught, and any one of those would make let's say 6 meals.
Oh wow! Boom. Thank you.
Boom. Please,
a very fair trade.
You are most generous. And what do you say, Cicely? And she looks up. Thank you. And she's just gripping the thing. Sovash. Looks like Sovash. Did I hear you want to make another stealth check?
Another net.
Go ahead. So you hear this coughing. That's 2 underneath. Oh, God. So the kid kind of like looks over, and the man kind of looks at you, and is there someone else on your? Are you traveling alone?
No, that was my sick old grandmother. She's very ill. We're traveling for some up the river to find some medicine.
Grandmother picture and
Why don't you give
gives
us
him a little kick?
Why Why don't you give us a persuade check, please, or deception? Deception, I guess.
Deception. I almost feel like I don't
No,
even want to make a deception.
No, that's me. I'm
Yeah,
deception.
day one's.
Okay.
Now one.
God. Roll 20.
So-
You are a cruel piece of crap.
Oh god, I was gonna say you guys.
I'll not hide behind this lean-to like a grandmother at Aaron. I am orc.
I think you try to you try to kick him, and unfortunately, what you do is you knock a bit of the lean-to away, and it kind of collapses, and he sort of pushes himself out. The kids scream. The guy kind of falls back and falls out of the boat.
I'll take that boat then.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
What do you wish?
No. We push along.
So
Sorry for the deception. Thank you for the fish.
go ahead and give us a persuade check. What'd you try and recover here?
Oh my god.
I'll get you, Pandaren!
Just about as bad.
I'm not the orc you're looking for.
So you got yourself some more fish, which will keep you fed for quite some time here. And you got yourself some fishing poles. So what I will let you do is every hex you'll also get a chance to roll for fishing. So then, guys, next hex, let's see. Oh, you go ahead and move yourself where you want to move. Okay.
Ay. Have you been moving the token?
I have not. I moved it once.
Oh.
Yeah, so you got to move yourselves, guys.
I don't think I can. Oh, there. You got it. Or I did it. Oh.
Okay. And I think because of the low impact of this, I'll let you move 3 hexes. So you can move actually to expend 12 hours on the river.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You think that's just because I want to roll another encounter? I don't know what you're talking about. All right. So, guys, apart from the friends that you made on the river earlier. Did you just move it again?
Well, you said move 3, right?
Oh, yeah. Whoa, hold on, guys. Okay, that's as far as you moved. Well, let's have one person pick who's going to be the navigator, because...
I didn't move it.
Okay.
No, it's really... I don't know if it's the map. It's really hard to move.
Yeah,
it's hard to tell if it's moving.
Yeah.
I'm locked out. Like
It's not that I'm trying to move it. It's that it's like... I don't know.
Oh, okay. It's just moving more. Okay, no problem. How about I move it then? I'll move it for you guys.
Yeah, why don't you move it? Because
Okay.
it's... For me, it barely... I don't know why, but it...
Oh, it's a huge map, so... All right.
can't
I think Dave's computer's going to explode the first time we do this. Difficulty processing the bigger ones. All right, so then, guys, what we will do is that you come to the end of the day. You set, rest up on the banks. You guys have let's see if anything interesting happens over the evening. Nothing. So, guys, then that night, you once again recover all of your... You recover 2 more hit dice. You recover any of your stuff that recovers with a long rest. You consume 3 more rations. Mm-hmm. And then we're on to the next day. Give us a roll for weather.
Crap meat tonight.
Yeah, if you wish to do anything else in your evenings, let me know. Fuck, another beautiful day. Pretty good. So go ahead. We're going to go downstream again, guys.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
That means nothing.
Okay. Let's see what happens this time. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So what you see early in the morning, I set out on the river, and what you can see along the kind of drifting along is perhaps the largest trout that you've ever seen in your life. And it kind of splashes up and almost as if it's taunting you. This thing may be 5 feet long.
Holy crap.
Yeah. You would not want to think about how strong this thing is for if it catches in the fish or catches it on a reel. However, it does not seem. It seems to be almost ignoring you. So you guys could try and fish this thing. You could ignore it and just carry on the river. See if it follows you. See if it leaves you alone. It is not being belligerent to you right now.
What do you think so, Vash?
I think the Lord would look good in your belly, Pandaren.
Well, we could try.
Pull us up beside, and I'll see if I can spear him.
I'm falling in the river right now.
So I think then, what I need from, let's see, let's put you guys in the river again. And we'll put your fish. Let me just, I'll take the same river. I'll get rid of the crabs. The crabs of doom. And let's put you, what's the wrong thing here? I'll do is just drop a new map onto that and then just drop it below. Okay, where were my rivers? Forest rivers, where are you? Modular river, here we go. Gabriel, you did it again. I just saw rapids. Yeah. Indeed. Come on, you.
I found myself in a habit of playing these slightly flawed characters, not only flawed like with demons of the past, but like, no, I'm actually going to cause trouble and try and spear this trout when I should just let it go and not do anything. I don't know what it is, but I've definitely found myself doing that.
Yeah, it's the more fun characters.
Yeah, on Saturday nights, I've been playing LFG with a guy known as Mr. Mean.
Yeah.
And I play this hedge wizard thiefly guy, and he's constantly doing things that just get us in trouble, like marveling over things he's seeing in a dungeon quite loudly and drawing monsters, or all this ridiculous stuff that the other players like hate him, I think, but I love him.
My friend Trevor always plays characters like that rush into battle,
Yeah. It's one of the things that is fun about games like GURPS and Savage Worlds, where your characters actually have drawbacks that are fun to play.
Yeah.
Like having characters who are like, I'm sorry, one of the most fun GURPS sessions, at least the GURPS fantasy ones, was GURPS Eberron one, where one of the guy's characters was an alcoholic and he failed his like addiction roll. And they were supposed to like meet up with someone in a bar and then kind of go on. And this dwarf was just like, "Fuck it, go on without me."
I'm skipping the session.
Yeah. Well, you ended up like you can't. You're not in. It's not intractable, but it takes convincing and whatever else to do that. And the scene that they made drew the attention of another problem. So it just like they were trying to be surreptitious, and then because he was being such a, it made for a fun kind of thing. I think of Steve playing the mad scientist in Dead World or Deadlands Noir. Remember his mad scientist character? So much fun.
Steve plays that way a lot. Your cousin Corey plays that way a lot. Yeah. My friend Trev, he rolled up the flaw of always thinking he was better than everyone else.
Nice.
And he really played that up to be like, well, I'm not going to let you decide what we're doing. Or...
Nice. All right, here we go.
Trouble.
We got fish. There you go. Big fish. That's too big.
So then I gave boots of jumping so he could jump right into the middle of shit all the time.
Nice. So here we are,
See
guys.
trouble. I jump into the middle of it.
All right. So then, guys, like that said, like a party full of just disruptive, like there's a difference between playing a character who is fun, complicated, and just someone who's an asshole who wants to have trouble, cause trouble.
Yeah.
No, like the barbarian always like stops my character from doing things, and I just let that happen happily,
Yeah.
So,
well, it takes you definitely can role play that stuff correctly. It's just that and I think that's what comes with fit with the group too, when people can trust that someone's going to play a character who's going to be a little, a little exciting.
Well, so for the other guys I play with, 2 of them are very plan everything, slow, and so it's good to spark them into action sometimes.
Totally.
Yep. They're not over planning every scene. It's like, what should we do? Blah blah blah. And I jump into the middle of combat. All right, here we go.
All right, so this thing is splashing around. You're able to bring that up alongside. You guys can reposition yourselves on the raft if you like, but this is roughly where this thing is going to splishing along.
I look at the child's reel that he's procured, and I look at Silvash and do you think you can pull that thing in with that?
no, I want to use my spear. I want to try and gig it, like a.
It should actually be. I said 5 feet, so I mean it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that thing is a little bigger than 5 feet.
We're gonna need a bigger raft.
Let me check this measuring device here.
All right. So what are you guys doing then?
Yeah, so I want him to try and pull him over. Oh, Dave's in the chat. Have him get the boat over, and so I can, spearfish him.
All right. So you bring it over, and the thing's splishing around.
We're fishing. Dave's in the chat, and he's like, "Hey, you guys having fun? What are you doing?" "Oh, we're fishing."
Yeah.
We're rafting and fishing. That's
fishing.
Go ahead, guys, and give us a. Let's see here. So Sovash, give us an attack roll. I'll give you advantage with this as well too.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're waiting to get just the perfect strike on this thing. I can't wait till you see this. A silver dragon. Oh, it's gonna be great. No.
Yeah, it's a shape-shifted silver dragon.
All right, so you did pierce this thing. Now, the thing is your spear isn't a proper spear fishing thing. So there's no barb to try and catch this thing, and you didn't get a critical hit. So I think that you hit it, but it's going to get free right away. It does, however, take damage. So we may be in a bit of a race here now, guys.
Raft race.
Never let it be said that I won't offer my players what they've asked for. Now, whether they wanted to ask for that or whether they're going to come to regret what they've asked for, that's a whole different issue. There we go. Okay, so you hit it, and here's how much damage it takes. All right.
Run away. No.
Oh, shit, I've angered it. Get out of here. All right, so guys, let's
What the
roll.
difference between two-handed and one-handed is.
Two-handed does more damage, and it's slower. Two-handed, it upscales the dice, the damage,
Okay.
I think.
Did it up? It didn't. Oh yeah, it did a D8 instead of a D6. It says it right on there. I'm blind.
It's one of the, because I think spear is versatile, so it does. It's like bastard sword. Bastard sword does 2 different dice. Okay, so then guys, let's roll. Initiative. Who rolled last time? Do you remember?
Shoot, I don't remember.
Let's start with Jeffrey again. Then left to right. Jeffrey beat my 5.
He did roll last time. He rolled a 7.
Right.
Oh,
15.
nice.
I know you're going to do this one.
What are you guys doing? So to pilot this thing, it's a large thing, so I think it'll be a plus 2 day one. Or sorry, a minus 2. A net. So then...
to drive the boat.
Yeah, because just if you're doing is if you're the one maneuvering the raft and keeping it under, trying to keep it close to this thing, that's...
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Okay. I mean, you guys could
It's
have
less fun. It's less fun than what I was.
Well, you guys, no, you can do is if you want to, what we'll do is we'll randomly see which way it drifts.
Oh, wait, so I add my dex to that, though.
Yes, you do.
Just ignore me, I'm typing a lot of numbers
It's okay.
in chat.
That's the way I like it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm
16.
acting on a 13, a 16, and an 18.
So your first act, boy, monks are super quick in this game. Day one, you're up first. What are you doing? All you need to do is spend a move action to keep the thing, under control.
Yeah, so I'm going to attempt to keep the boat close to the fish.
Okay. And so I'll let you move in response to its
Is that
move.
athletics to do that, or?
No. Why don't you just give us a strength, just a flat strength check? No disadvantage on this.
You said advantage, right?
Okay. Jeffrey, why don't you give us a 1d8 roll?
Okay. For what direction the boat moves?
Yeah, what direction? So it's a 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
perfect.
4, 5. Yeah, so it just goes 1, 2, 3, 4 downriver. This thing is gonna actually. Well, it doesn't move yet. So Sovash, you are up next. So like keep it close, and then suddenly day one it's like, oh jeez, and it goes off in the opposite direction from where it's going. Day one, you had an action too if you chose. What did you want to do? You're effectively grappled.
I use my action to take off my absorbent robes.
Okay.
A lot of disrobing in this game too.
All right. So day one's down to his skivvies.
Yeah.
Sovash, you're up next. What are you doing?
I'm like,
I said, bring us closer to the damn fish, Dewan, not farther away.
and then I'll just like go on reaction to wait, poised to
You got it. So this thing
spear the trout.
starts moving towards,
Ooh, nice.
and then it plunges underneath.
Uh-oh. And enlarge.
I need both of you to give us a strength save, please.
Now this one's a save.
Yep. Nat 20. Nice. So much. And 20. Okay, so this thing hits the raft from underneath, and it all goes woof to the side. I am going to make an attack on the raft. The raft can take 3 hits from this thing before it comes apart. I rolled.
I told you we should have left it a be.
Oof. 20. So it's hit. 2 more hits like that, and this raft is going to come apart. All right. But it does surface next to you. Sovash, go ahead and make your attack roll.
All right. Let's spear this. son of
No
a
advantage
biscuit.
any longer, just a regular attack.
Boom. Oh, dang.
Oh, not quite. Very close. Very, very close. All right, guys. Next round. Let's initiatize here. And Jeffrey, beat my 11, please.
Oh!
All right, both of you. Why don't let's start this round off, guys? Why don't you each give us a strength save again? I'll make an attack roll. One more hit like that, guys.
Oh, noes.
All right, so day one is fine. Sovash, why don't you give us a D8 roll, please? Here's the upside. You are now like falling on the ground side of the raft. You hit up against day one, and then you fall on the ground next to him, but you're not quite over the side of the raft just yet.
Damn that belly pendarin.
Okay, and this thing then bloosh, ups over here. Then day one, I think you're up next. What are you doing?
He says, he looks at the raft. He says, "She can't take anymore," and he's going to jump in the water and attempt to jump on the fish.
So, like, mount it?
Yeah, like grapple it, like grab it.
Yeah, go ahead. Give us an athletics check. Or no, give
He
us
is a bear,
a tackle.
right? And
Yeah.
that is how bears fish.
It's totally.
Oh, come on, roll 20. Like, I do all this work to come up with fun shit. And just give me the
it
same
does-
shitty rolls every time.
If you're throwing yourself all the way in there, I will give you advantage on that. So that is, it will force it to make a resisted athletics check here. I rolled a nat 1. So you are currently grappling this fish.
I'm just trying to stop it from destroying our raft.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
must dip through the waters, young Day-One.
So
Use your claws to capture the fish as you do your Zen mastery.
I did watch the first Kung Fu Panda. When I knew that we were going to be playing this today, I watched Kung Fu Panda again.
Never seen it.
It's
No?
fucking incredibly fun.
Yeah, they're good movies.
They're great. Yeah, really. The first one in particular is just a shit ton of fun. Really worth it. Okay, so then, Sovash, your turn. What are you doing?
This is the way, Day One. All right, so Sovash will get to his feet and try and take control of the raft, I suppose, since Day One is thrown off his robes and now gone swimming.
Yep. Give us a, let's see here, strength check, please. And a D8 roll.
Oh, roll 20.
Okay, so it actually, you're trying to get it to move, and it's moving now kind of in this direction.
That's good, actually. That's okay.
I must protect this raft.
All right. Then it is the fish's turn. Oh, no, the fish already went. Fish tried to destroy your thing.
Yeah, that's why
right.
I jumped off, because
Yep.
we were...
All right, so then next round, guys. Hobbs, you're going to be rolling. Why don't you beat my 6, please?
Yeah.
Nice. So Day One, you're up first. What are you doing?
I don't remember the grappling moves in this game. I'm assuming that that I can attempt to make unarmed strikes
Yeah. So
while
grappling,
I'm grappled.
the grappling rules are actually pretty simple in this. So you need at least one hand to start a grapple. You could move a grappling creature half your speed.
Which I'm assuming we might say that's too hard to move a fish in water.
Yeah, and you subject it to the grappled condition, and you need at least one hand, but you could have one free hand.
Right.
So you could attack.
Well,
him.
I mean, honestly, as a monk, I technically don't even need a hand. It's like
No, you can elbow.
we're like
knee.
in the clinch. Like I can give him an elbow or a headbutt or a.
Yep.
Full Nelson.
Yeah, I'm trying to injure the fish while maintaining my grapple.
Punching it in the gills. Go ahead.
Yeah, punching it in the gills.
Yep. Dunk. So where's the... Let me make sure it's the fish I'm damaging, not you. Yeah, okay.
And then I will use my bonus action to...
Come
Hell.
fish!
Screw it. I'm going to spend a key point here. And I'm going to use my flurry to
Please
make
do.
that a total of 3 grapple panda strikes.
Holy shit. Yep. Yep.
As I attempt to subdue the fish.
Yeah. Beating the hell out of this fish. All right. So then it is Sovash's turn. What are you doing, Sovash? You try and control this thing again?
Yeah. Whoa, what happened? That's what happens when the cat starts stepping on my keyboard.
I'm coming for you, Day One.
There's a strength check. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can move it to 4 squares. Which direction do you want to go?
Oh, nice.
I will go.
Let me give you actually give you control of the. There you go. You got control of the raft. Nice. Okay. So he's bringing it back over closer to you. Day One, you're thrashing with this thing under the surface. It's going to try and escape.
Get it up here on the raft.
Okay.
I feel like this raft is much too beautiful for what we really crafted.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I just couldn't find something that was piece of
It's
shit.
good, but
Yeah.
it's funny. That's quite nice, this raft.
Mm-hmm. Got a little prow on it. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, knock it off.
So,
What are you doing?
you. This cat wants to play now.
All the nooks. Of my
So,
desk and stuff.
would you, Day One, give us a strength athletics check. Sorry, I keep reading it. So I just need to be an 8. I rolled pretty terribly here.
Oh! Finally, roll 20.
All right.
Dang, oh.
It is unable to escape. Okay, then that's the end of the round. We're Hobbs. You are rolling initiative again. Why don't you kindly beat? Oh man, my nat 1.
No problem.
Nat
Oh! Now roll 20's just giving us all the money to defeat
jeez.
this silly fish.
Day One, go ahead. You're up first. What are you doing?
First, I'll do one more monk attack before I decide.
Oh no.
Oh,
That one.
come on! Ouch!
I think I'll let it. I'm gonna let it for the nat 1. I'm gonna let it try and escape.
Okay. Sure.
So I got a 14. Beat. You need a athletic check at 14. Yep.
But
You're
I
not-
maintain my
Okay.
mount. But now I feel I will spend another key point
Nice.
to finish it off. I want to-
So what'd you
When
guys
he
fight
has
on? What'd you guys fight on Sunday? Oh, undead white dragon and a deathless embodiment of a god. What'd you guys fight on Friday? Fish and some crabs.
It was a big trout.
And that is sufficient. So day one, you almost don't realize when this mighty fish has stopped thrashing, but you have killed this thing. So much. You bring the raft over, and day one pulls this thing out. This is perhaps the largest fish you've ever seen. I think this is the kind of fish that, like, the fishermen of this stretch of river have given this thing a name, right? Like, this is the, you know,
Yeah.
oh, if you catch old so-and-so head, you'll get a, you know, and you guys have caught the, like, fish of the century from this thing.
I feel like maybe we should heal it and put it back in the water.
Catch and release.
Perhaps we should catch and release this beast, Day1. It isn't natural. It was a good battle, well done.
He's like dripping wet.
Oh, here's your robes.
What do you think, Day One?
I think I will sun myself before putting my robes back on.
What about catching?
I think Day One looks very sad that they're not going to eat the giant fish, but he'll say, "I defer to your knowledge of nature, friend."
I think it may appease the river and give us better aid in the days to come. Perhaps
Okay.
the forest.
You think of
itself.
it, you know, looking down at this thing, Day One, I think you see, like, there's probably like a broken fish hook in its mouth. There's the scars of probably dozens of similar things. Like, this thing has fought and succeeded against countless fishermen over the decades.
Place my hands upon it and use my soothing mist.
Amazing. So how much are you restoring it? It has 22 hit points.
Okay, I was going to say I'll use 20.
Okay, so this thing starts thrashing on the deck, and you push it off into the water.
I pull the old fish hook from its lip and push it back into the water.
Awesome. So it drops off, and it kind of goes away for a moment, and then it kind of, you know, is flapping along, and it sort of hangs there for a minute. Its giant head kind of looking at you guys, as if there's like a sign of respect between the two.
Yeah.
And this thing, with another fluke of its tail, it goes under. You know that this thing is surely, with the strength that this thing, I'll put this hit points back. The strength that this thing showed in its battle with you, Daiwan. This thing is gonna live for decades more, and so it goes off. What I will give you guys is 4 points of astonishing fortune for that, because that's pretty fucking awesome.
Nice.
All right. Then let's go back to the old map here. That was terrific.
Oh, the two soft-hearted.
Yeah. Okay, so then, guys, next stretch of river. Okay. You're just sunning yourself on the deck there, Day One.
Yeah, he doesn't want to put his absorbent robes on before he
Yep,
is dry.
absolutely. That smell of wet Pandaren doesn't come out of robes. So,
Yeah.
Sovash is mostly letting the ship go as he tries to repair any damages that old man Trout did to us.
You're probably gonna need to do it tomorrow. Yeah, or
The
at least
two also got trashed talking to the fishermen, so
Should we stop early to repair?
yeah. Okay, so then I rolled for your. Oh, hold on, that was your second hex. So, no, that's your second hex. Okay, so 8 hours of travel is enough for you guys. You pull over to the side, and you are able to repair. Let's I think it'll be an intelligence check. The DC will be 15, but if you roll 20, it'll recover both hits on it. I know that the 5e uses rules for like hit points and stuff like that, but we can abstract that for now.
Yeah.
Why don't we can use 1 point to roll advantage or 2 points?
1 point. 1 point rolls with advantage. 2 is for a reroll or an extra action.
Yeah,
We're gonna
roll with advantage.
Okay.
Oh,
So
you're a cruel mistress. Roll 20.
So Vosh is pushing away at this thing, and I mean, you didn't fail by too much. If you rolled a 5, I would say that you actually damaged it. But you're
Rolled a
trying to
6.
pull this thing, and you're like, how the hell did I put this thing together in the first place? You could spend another hour to try and work on this thing, try and get more supplies and stuff like that. Reroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Harder then or easier?
No, same difficulty.
Same difficulty.
Yeah.
We better use another point though.
I think so.
Okay.
The raft is worth everything.
Awesome. So it has,
This is all we want is a raft to go fishing.
so you have 2 points now.
We have 3 left, I think, because we had 1 left over. when
Yeah,
you
you'd
gave
one
us
left over,
that
so you
full-
got 1 more now. So do you want to spend another hour trying to find supplies? And
I think so.
okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, because now we want to. We're down. It only has 2 hit points left, is what you're saying, or
Correct,
2
yeah.
whole point.
Yeah. So it'll be, if you get that, it'll restore it back. That means it'll be 3 hull points to destroy it. Okay.
It was a 15, wasn't it? That we needed.
15 is what you need. Yeah.
Yeah, we.
However, you did get someone's attention. So let's see here.
Key the raft
You know
building
what it is. You know what you
music.
find.
This thing was way easier to build than it is to repair.
So you find yourself getting a little further away, trying to find more of the supplies to get for this thing, to get it repaired. And so much you're making your way out. This is now, thankfully it's summertime and it was really sunny today, so it still is light, but the shadows are getting quite long in the Elwynn Forest. And you're making your way along, and you see, unmistakably, orc tracks. And they're within the last 2 or 3 days.
Do I know what clan is over this way or no?
As far as you know, none in the Elwynn Forest. The last time that the orcs were in the Elwynn Forest would have been the First War, which would have been like 25 years ago.
This is a mystery we should solve, Day One.
I'll say when I return with the stuff.
We have not returned with it yet. So you need to do another hour. You could make a mental note of where it is, though, and definitely find your way back to this.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
So go ahead.
I'm using all of our astonishing fortune to try and fix the boat, but like you said, it is everything.
Yeah, it's perfect.
25 astonishing fortune points later.
Yeah. All right. You can go ahead and give another roll if you'd like. I've already rolled for the random encounter for it.
All right, I guess that's it, and then we're gonna see what happens.
Okay. There you go. The raft is fixed. So it took 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. So it's well past dinner at this point. Day one is like roasting up one of those big fish on the fire.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So much you are able to finish, fixing your raft. It's back to the same integrity that it had before. And yeah, I mean, day one, you can roll a. Do you have a history, or do you have any proficiency in history?
No.
Okay.
Stealth, deception, athletics, and acrobatics.
I'll let you roll a history check anyway, see if there's anything extra you know about this.
Oh, nope. That's so good.
7, no, yeah. Fish, fish, fish. Lovely fish, fish.
That's, it's going to be tasty.
Yes. So Silvash, you come back, and the fish does smell quite nice. Day one's been sprinkling just a little bit of salt and herbs on them. This orc thing, like that's strange. It's very, very strange to think that there may be orcs in the Elwynn Forest.
Which side of the river are you thinking we're on?
I'm picturing that you guys are on the west bank.
Okay, that's what I was picturing as well. Which, I mean, it seems like it's closer to the Stormwind troops, but I mean that's still flipping 20 miles away. So that's a lot of space in a
Oh yeah.
fort.
No, and it's that's 60 miles.
50, 60
Yeah.
miles away. Shiitake.
Yeah. So what do you make of that?
You said they were 3 days old?
Yeah. Barefoot as well.
That's weird, right?
It can be. Yeah, probably for orcs on the march.
Can I tell how many of them there are?
I think that you are... Oh, give us a survival check. Let's see how much. You for sure... Nat 20. Holy shit. There are precisely 6 different tracks. And what you're also able to pick up from that, because that's an amazing roll, you're also able to tell that some of them have boots, some of them do not, most of them do not, and some of them are wearing boots that seem like they're where like the heel is a booted thing, and the front is feet or part of a foot, as if like they were wearing down or being torn apart.
They seem in bad shape, Day One.
Strange for them to be out here.
Indeed.
Should we follow their tracks?
Lakta Ogar.
All right. So then tonight, are you planning on doing that? You would start, that'd be pushing into the kind of exhaustion area.
No, I don't think we should do it tonight. I
No.
don't see.
No.
They may not be happy to see us.
So you know what I'm thinking for the exhaustion thing is, because I mean, like if you're pushing yourself beyond 1 hour, right, like 1 hour extra of travel, that you're just fishing for a failure. And exhaustion, you need a full day's rest to recover from that, right? What I wonder is just if each hex, like each extra hex you did, just bumped it up by 5. So you're only making 1 roll, which is the benefit there. The downside is it's actually more of a penalty than what it would have been for the separate things. Because each extra hour bump, you make a con save against the level 10 plus however many hours it is. So you make 1 against 11, 1 against 12. If you're moving 4 hexes or 4 miles per hour, it'd be an 11, 12, 13, 14 all to get through that 1 hex. But instead of that, just make it 15 to make 1 roll, and then that's 1 extra hex. You want to push another one? It's a DC 20. It's a big map, right? So it gives you you can try and push, and if you do get dinged with exhaustion, then you're like, all right, we'll call it a day.
Yeah, we have not been worried about it. I don't think we're in any real big hurry because we're not even sure exactly where we're going or who we're going to see there.
No.
So,
yeah, the promise of Charlotte. So,
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm saying is that with all the time that you spent with the work, you can try and go. It'd be a DC 15 con save if you want to try and push on tonight, or you could just wait for tomorrow morning. What are you thinking?
I think we're gonna wait.
Yeah, I think we'll rest and look for them in the morning.
Okay. So then, your evening. Now, do you guys take turns in watch, or you just both sleep and just hope that nothing comes upon you?
No, let's take watch.
Okay. So then it'll be 10 hours of rest that you need to do then, I guess. So what is that right? 4 hours for one of you, 4 hours for the other, plus an extra 4 hours is 12 hours. So you get yourself a good rest fortunately, with the morning coming, I'm not sure who was on the last watch. You see the dawn come. You hear the birds chirping in the trees. It's Sovash. I can't remember. Did you grow up in Azeroth? How like if you're 26 or younger, you probably grew up and were born in Azeroth. If you're
I think that's what you're saying. Yeah.
okay. So then this is a strange. If you grew up in the Barrens and around, what is it? Thrallmar? What is it called? What's the home base or home city for the orcs? I don't remember. What's the main city for Orgrimmar? Thank you. Yeah. So you, in comparison to the Barrens, like this place is just fucking alive. It reminds a bit. Say again?
Lush, yeah.
Oh, totally, yeah. And you can feel while they, these weak pigskins don't venerate the elements or even know to speak to them. You can hear them, in this land. Let's roll percentile to see what the weather's like today. It's
You
probably
going, Jeff, or myself?
Doesn't matter.
Too late.
So it is raining today, which means that fortunately you're setting out today, but those tracks may not last for very long. Why? Don't. All right, so then when day one gets up, let's just mark off the 6 rations for the day. We'll see what you guys are eating it, and then you guys make off to track this. So, Sovash, why don't you give us... Let's see here. It's a DC 10 for this first hex. Survival, please. Yes, please. It's one of the upsides of consolidating stuff is like it does make it for a much cleaner character sheet. One of the downsides is you get some skills that just do an awful lot of stuff, awful lot of heavy lifting. Okay, so yeah, you're following these things through the here. Okay, through the woods. You're guessing from the stride of these things that they're moving at a pretty good clip. Like a warband on foot, maybe, would likely meet this stuff. And why don't you give us now? It's a DC 12 for the next hex. This is the first one. Oh, amazing! So what you find in the second one is there is I think it would be like a maybe a small bag or something like that you find in the course of it, and you find it kind of on the ground underneath a bush as if it was torn off when someone ran past too quickly. And the look of it, it's definitely orcish of make, but the leather that's used on this thing, it is what's it called? I think it's called a cleft hoof. It is a beast that is only found in Outland. So what that likely means is it's either a keepsake from that, or these are orcs who date at least back to the time of the First War, the opening of the
I was wondering if that's what these were remnants of the First War.
Mm-hmm. So,
Japanese soldiers on Iwo Jima or something.
Yeah. And when you make your way further inland as well, too, following this stuff,
is there anything in the bag? I'm sorry.
Anything in the bag? No, there's not. There is, maybe a couple of coins.
Does it have more container slots than any of my bags?
It does not.
A wow joke for you, Jeff. Come
on. So what you find is you're able to continue following along on this. This takes you till about later in. So this is about say 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But what you come upon is that these tracks lead down into kind of a depression. And in this depression, not far off, there are some standing ruins around a tower, and or what was once a tower that sits on the side of this lake. Let me bring you over there.
Back in 1 second.
Yeah, you got it.
Maisie really liked your map. She was into it. She's like, "What is this?"
That's great.
Now she's just gonna clean herself, right?
Good girl. Good girl. Okay, let me grab our heroes here. Oops. Okay. So, guys, let me put you down here. Just on the edge. I'm going to assume you're having some cover here. Okay. And let me bring you over. Welcome to the Lakeside Ruin. So this lake probably is about maybe a half mile, quarter mile across. Doesn't look like it's that deep, and it potentially could be man-made. You guys don't need to be. Let me ping where you are. Oop. That's what I want. But what you can see, this structure stands in almost total ruin. The walls on the side of this, whatever roof used to stand over this thing, was long ago burned. As you can't really see, I guess, because of the line of sight, but there are trees that have fully grown out of this thing. And
I'm pretty familiar with this map. I've used it.
Oh, nice. I did make some modifications.
Good.
So but what you, it is a great map though. What you can also see though, scrawled on the side of the walls, about maybe, that's probably not even scrawled. There's probably something hanging from one of the sides there. And Sovash, it is the tattered and worn remnants of a war banner from the first horde.
Mm-hmm.
At day one, I'm not sure. Give us a just an intelligence check. You may be able to recognize this.
This history, right? No.
History. Yeah. He's not trained in history.
No, so it's the same difference.
But day one, yeah, you recognize that this is not the current symbol that is the horde. This is the original, fell influenced, demon led, or demon tricked, I suppose, horde of orcs that attacked and destroyed Stormwind.
So I don't know if I know the history that well. Does that mean they're likely my enemy, and that I would want to bring them to the fold?
No, there are tons of orcs that are survivors. What happened with the orcs is they were basically tricked. They were tricked by not Garrosh. What's his name?
Gul'dan.
No, I'm trying to. Oh gosh, Gul'dan. Yeah, Gul'dan. Gul'dan tricked them. So I heard something Dan, and it didn't click for whatever reason.
Steely Dan.
Yes, Steely Dan, exactly. He tricked them with his demonic overlords into drinking demon's blood. That's why orcs have green skin, or some orcs have green skin. The pink-skinned orcs are ones that have not been influenced by the Fel.
Oh, that's right. I'm green-skinned, so I'm actually probably older, actually.
Could be. No, you could also be the child, like Thrall, like the leader. He's green-skinned. That's because his parents, or he was influenced by the Fel. Oh, I don't know, but they were. Yeah. It could also be. The orcs that were left on Draenor, some of them still had green skin as well too. So it's totally your call.
Okay.
What? Or totally your call as to why you'd have green skin as opposed to the original pinkish, brownish, ruddy skin. What these people are? It depends on how far gone they are, right? Like, orcs are even in the with the corruption of the Fel. There's still plenty of good leaders among them. And if there are members of the what do you call it, of the original horde that have survived. They got to be tough mamma jammas too, to have remained hidden for this long.
I think we should check it out. Like I would imagine there's some kind of like hail or something, like hail to the keep in Orcish.
I think you had it before.
You think it's for the horde? You think it's for the horde? That was what you would say.
Loktar Ogar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Loktar Ogar.
Yeah. So you call that out. It echoes through the forest. Birds fly up in the skies. I'll let you guys move a little further in before we call it a session, too.
I'm not underwater anymore. Took my blue dot off.
Oh, yes, you can.
Is this the front, or is this up here the front?
It's tough to tell at this point. It's walls that remain. The only bit that's really high is right near the back of the keep over here. These walls stand about 2 stories still. And there's a little bit of a tower over in this direction. I know you can't see through the line of sight, but over there. All right, an enormous tree.
Behind you, because these are your people.
If they are orcs of the original horde as well, too, they may have no idea what a Pandaren is.
Tap my spearhead against the stone.
Solid. You would definitely not orcish construction. No one is Sobosh trained in history?
No.
No, okay. It looks to you like, I think you can judge it's not the fancy arced and wide open wood that the night elves use. It's not the solid low structures that the dwarves use. So, and it's not the natural materials that orcs use. So, by process of elimination, this is probably at least once was a human foothold. What you know too from your traveling background there, Sovash, is that humans have occupied these lands for 1,200 years. So who knows how long this, this keep has, or whatever it is, has laid in ruins. As you're making your way through here as well, you're seeing there are more tracks of orcs that lead further in here too, equally fresh.
We hear nothing though, huh?
You hear nothing at all except for the falling rain and the sound of it all hitting that water. You can see from there the edge of the lake, as if it's trying to swallow up this long abandoned structure.
Get out of the way.
Day one, this is just an utter ruin to your eyes.
Which way is the tower?
The tower is off in this direction.
Yeah, so that's the way we're going to go, I guess, towards the tower.
Yeah.
Although I don't see a passage to get into it from here.
Okay. You make your way down, and again, the sound of the water, the falling rain hitting the surface of the lake makes it sounds even louder from here too. A low peal of thunder kind of rolls in. What you can see, Sovash, appears to be a clear way through here.
Sovash glances back at Daewon. Is he paused and looking for more fish in the lake, or what? What's going on back there?
No, he's moving.
The tracks of the orcs on every bit of this open terrain here, you can see them making their way in this direction. So from there, Sovash, what you can see right here, there is an enormous hole It looks like it may once have been stairs leading down. But what you can see, for one, the tower is definitely in the process of being consumed by the lake. You can see bits of the surface of the tower over on this side here, but it seems to have both sunken and shifted to the side. So it is pitched off in that direction. You can see over here, concealed in the waning light, but it's got to be at least a story, maybe a story and a half of the tower that has sunken below there. But in this direction, the falling rain washes away some of the footsteps, but there are some clear, big footprints, distinctly orcs, moving towards this hole. So you make your way over there. Sovash, your passive perception
14.
hears nothing. You think you can hear the sound of water down below.
Yeah, I mean, we're right on the edge of this water, so. What can I see down there?
If you look down, there is what looks like it was a cellar. Probably the cellar of this keep at one point.
How far down?
From here, probably about 10 feet. There's the ruined remains of stairs. There's enough left that if you trusted the wood, you could kind of hop down 5 feet and then carry down the rest of the stairs. You can see from where you are too, there are 1 or 2 muddy boot prints left behind.
Can I just kind of drop down and grab it with my hand and then lower myself down to the ground?
Yeah. You're trained in athletics, right?
Yep.
Yeah, easily. Day one, you want to join him down there?
I guess so.
So let me
He's
just
like,
place you
no.
guys, and then we will call it a session. So day one down here. Let me make sure I got my lighting right here. All right. So day one down here, I'm going to give you a little bit of light right now, but without a torch, it is going to be quite dark for you. Oh, maybe I'll give you just a little bit more. Let's do this. Yeah, that'll work. And then Sovash, you can see a little further. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, this, guys, is as you drop down what you see. And up ahead, you can hear the sound of water moving. All around you is a puddle from where the rain has been falling down. And it is...
Is this facing the same way? Like this is north, just
Yes.
like it was
Yep.
down there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Guys, I think there is where we will leave our heroes. So, guys, with that, let's, we'll bring it to a close. So for those listening at home, make sure for your, is there an XP section there?
I just put it like in underneath personality traits, ideals, bonds. You have those class resource you can do, and I just wrote like session XP at the top, and then you can just click it.
Oh, great. Okay, so yeah, you guys are now 4 out of 7. 3 more you get next level. So
I think this is 5, actually, right?
Escape from Stormwind, or escape from the Stockades.
Yeah.
Escape from the Stormwind. The Kobold
That
story.
Kobold was
Yeah, and this is 4, so I think it's 4.
Okay.
I know how epic fighting the Trout must have felt, but Just feels like
It
2
was a
sessions.
They all say that the episode should be called Catch and Release.
Awesome. All right, so then, guys, with that, we will bring our session to a close. Congratulations, guys. You are now 4... Yeah, you're on your way to 5th level. As is always the case, if anyone has any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the game we played, you can find a link to the rules we actually used for this as well, too, the fan-made rules. So if you're curious how all this works in 5th edition, you can do that there. In addition, you can find a link in the description of the video to the Dungeon Musings Discord server. You can join us over there. We have a channel dedicated to our Warcraft 5th edition, those conversions. We've got rules dedicated to, or channels dedicated to every other game we run on the channel, every other campaign, a bunch of other great stuff as well too, and tons of great people, tons of great conversations over there. You are also able to reach me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings, and by email. My email address is dungeonmusings@gmail.com. In addition, from now until April 1st, 2021, for every $25 that you donate to our charity initiative on the channel, the Heroes Save Villages campaign that benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, a great organization active in over 130 countries that benefits over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children. For every $25 Canadian you donate, between now and then you get one chance to win the grand prize or one of the other awesome prizes we have in our charity raffle. The grand prize is a copy of Beadle and Grimm's Platinum Edition Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden box set, an amazing product that was, if you bought it new, be $500 American. For you, though, it'll cost you only the cost of at least one ticket, and I'll pay for the shipping to get it out to you. If you don't win that, there's a silver edition of the Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden box set that is available. And if you don't win that, there's still other great stuff like a chainmail dice bag, like a dice tray made of wood, a custom-made one. A bunch of prizes from the Dungeon Musings Redbubble shop. So tons of great prizes, tons of great opportunities to win, tons of great ways to help the kids who benefit from the SOS Children's Villages International Charity. And it gives you a right to vote in our charity sessions as well, too, for what we're going to be playing in our sessions, and also to help equip our heroes and make some decisions for how they will be starting our games. Right now, we have voting going on for our first charity session that'll be played February 27th. February 6th is the last day of voting for which of the 4 post-apocalyptic RPGs we are going to play that day, and currently we are in a neck-and-neck race between all 4 of them. You can find out all about that. There's another video I shot earlier this week or last week about that. You can also go to the Dungeon Musings Discord server and find that on the Charity Initiatives channel. That's also where you go to vote, too. Last thing I will say is an enormous thank you to both players today, Jeff and Hobbs. This was a hoot. What a great way to spend a Friday evening. Thanks so much for your fishing and your ass-kicking proficiencies, guys. Awesome.
Had a good time.
Good stuff. Then, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this. If you are listening to us during the current crisis, we hope that we've given you a couple of hours to take your mind off of the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our heroes keep getting themselves into. I think I can safely, now more so than any other session we've had in recent memory, can say it's definitely troubles you guys get yourself into when you're picking fights with giant fish. And until we see again, we hope this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well can be as well as can be expected. Stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.
Bye.